Hey there, NPCs. Welcome to the next episode of our actual play of Shadowrun 6th World, Emerald Glitch. Tonight we begin the case of the Wayward Courier. I'm your GM, Bob, Dr. Meat Grinder Loper, and we have a new player tonight. We'll introduce him and his character here in just a moment. We'll get right into it. So we begin in a haze, slowly fading in from black, with the sound of a ringing comlink. I'd like to request bell service, the voice on the other end says flatly.
You hear a sigh, and then there's a abrupt click, as if you're put on hold. And immediately, an instrumental version of the song Perfect Day by Lou Reed starts to play. Simultaneously, on your AR, pops up a display, and off in the left-hand corner, you see the weather. Below that, there's a couple of current events going on. There's sports scores. On the right-hand side, there's a screen that says Seattle skyline, but it's actually just interference and snow. At the bottom of the screen, there's a ticker going by, and it says Green Mansion. And where it should be happenings at a hotel, it just says information not available. After the song plays, maybe about halfway through the second verse, there's another click, and you hear, "Good evening, Green Mansion. This is Mr. Bell. How may I be of service?"
I have two requests. The first request, I need turn-down service for a Shadowrunner who goes by the handle Glider, who worked at a soy box under the alias Melissa. Picture and last known movements are included in a subfile. This is a matter that requires the usual level of discretion, and this request should be fulfilled before starting the next. Second, I'll need a reservation for a particular item, details of which will be provided by a fixer named Trouble, who's paying for the service. The reservation will require you to work within a team. The team meeting will begin promptly at 17:30 tomorrow at a club in the underground named Areola 51.
Excellent. Will that complete your request?
Yes.
That sounds lovely. I look forward to executing with the best of my ability. I would understand that the price has been discussed with the concierge. It is house custom that we ask for a 50% down payment before execution, but I'm sure the details have been figured out between you and the concierge. Thank you very much for calling, and get in touch with us again. And there's an abrupt click and a hang up.
All right. And as promised, there's a file attached to this call. In it is a brief dossier on an elf woman. Whom the rest of the group will recognize when it comes up. She is known to be moderately cybered and specializes in entry into secured locations. So we will fade to black with that first job, and we'll pick up with the second job, which will require you to work in a team. And so we're going to pick up at 17:30 the next day, with everybody having, everybody has been contacted by Toil and or Trouble, requesting your presence at a meeting for a job. So always the promise of pay is very nice to have in these. I mean, you got to pay the rent. And so we pick up at a table at Areola 51. So you see it's 17:30, so it's not, business really hasn't picked up yet. There's a little bit of maybe like an early dinner crowd. And you see the wait staff are dressed as these sort of Roswell-style aliens. With the very form-fitting costumes and sort of gray head. As they sort of, they bring you some food and they take your drink orders. And so we'll pick up with the five of you at a table.
You guys are talking amongst yourself, And seemingly out of nowhere, there is a 6 foot tall, part Asian man, human, standing next to your table. I'm in a 3-piece black suit, complete with waistcoat. I have a dark green paisley tie on and a matching pocket square. There's a timepiece, sterling timepiece, hanging out of my pocket, hanging out of my vest pocket and trailing under my coat. My shoes are nice and shiny, and it looks like my suit is very well pressed and taken care of, but you can kind of tell that it's worn. Like it's a very old suit. I haven't got a new suit in a long time.
Our drinks have already been filled.
I just stand there and smile.
Sit down.
I was sent to meet a running group. Is that what they're called? Sorry, this is new to me.
Someone sent you for your first run with us?
Shadowrunning, I believe it's called.
Oh, yes. And who are you?
I am a green tie associate from Green Mansion. You can call me Mr. Bell.
All right.
If it's all the same, I prefer to stand. And I wrap my arms behind my back. Oh, I fold my arms behind my back, and I just stand there awkwardly.
You might want to sit down a bit.
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, no. I insist. And so you see Fisher stand up and he goes, it's more suspicious if one person is just standing over the table. If you're going to join our runner group, please sit.
Well, if you insist. And I sit.
And you see Fisher sort of sit back down. And he's like, oh, I was more intimidating than I thought.
So why don't we go around the table, and starting with Fisher, you can describe yourself to the new person.
Yeah, so Fisher is a troll with, on his temple, you see a Jack import, which goes ahead and tells you that he spends a lot of time like plugging into the Matrix. He's the decker of our party. He wears a long black trench coat with sort of blue piping that signifies like electronics underneath and built into his coat jacket. He also has some goggles that are currently hanging around his neck. And on his back is a sort of larger cyber deck than most people would carry. But when you look at it, it's actually a bit newer than what you're sort of surprised that it's so big, but still very new and expensive looking.
I stick my hand out in your direction. Pleased to meet you. Was it Fisher? Nice to meet you, Fisher. I look forward to working with you, Fisher.
I apprehensively shake your hand because you're being very friendly and slightly odd. But
and my smile does not leave. It's just this plastic smile. And I shake your hand firmly.
Okay.
Lean over to Violet and ask her in a whisper, are you going to tell him your name? I don't know if I want to tell him my name.
Well, I'm kind of sticking out like a sore thumb around here. And my name is the big color that I wear. So you might be able to suss it out. But if you want to come up with a new name, you might want to take your name tag off.
Whoever's next in line, I just look to them next.
So we'll say Nova if you want to describe yourself.
Nova is a young female elf. She's wearing her Stuffer Shack outfit. She clearly just got off of work and rushed over here. She looks nervous. And yeah, that's pretty much it about her, like appearance-wise.
Nova? Your name was Nova? I look forward to working with you, Nova. And I say, and I put my hand out to shake your hand.
I put my hand over my name tag and I shake your hand too. Yes.
Firm handshake. And the next person.
We'll say that's Violet.
Violet sort of tips her purple cowboy hat and says, "My name is Violet," and she is wearing a lot of purple, purple hat, a purple duster, and she's got a blue guitar, a blue acoustic guitar, sitting next to her, and she is a young female elf.
Same thing. Violet. I look forward to working with you, Violet. And
Like,
handshake.
you're very friendly, Mr. Bale. I do appreciate it.
Oh, speak nothing of it. And then I turn to the last person.
And before she even says anything, I sort of tap the person next to me and I go, "Oh, I'm so excited to watch this one."
I'm gonna assume it's me, and I'm just gonna shrink in my seat.
I'm actually on the table. I have a thick tome open, and I'm just writing in this, writing in it, and completely ignoring Mr. Bell and the others.
I don't say anything. I just plastic smile at you and wait expectantly.
Look over at Nova and I go, "You might want to tell her to say hello or we're going to be here all night."
You think I can tell her anything?
I sort of think for a moment and I go, "Is that magic over there?"
I don't believe so.
I look around and then look back at you, like,
"Hello, welcome to the discussion."
what
This
discussion?
We have a new runner in our group, apparently. The person who gave us this job apparently thinks we need...
We have not agreed to a job yet.
I put my hand out. Good evening. I'm Mr. Bell.
I'm not.
And you are? Very well.
Don't worry, it's always like that.
I'd like to flag down a server and ask for toil or trouble.
So since you do that, you see so Toil is coming over and he's laughing. Good to see that you're getting along so well. This is going to be awesome. And he grabs a chair and flips it around and sits down. Basically, his hands on the back of the chair. So you've met your new person. I have a job for you. There's a courier who has not made his delivery yet. The courier's name is, he goes by the street name Suds. And he specializes in bringing small packages ashore from ships. Maybe violating customs. He was supposed to bring a package in early yesterday morning, but he's gone missing. Presumably in the underground entrance around Zone 9. So I need for you to recover the package. And for the package, I'm willing to pay 5,000 new yen each.
I turn to look at Violet next to me and just raise an eyebrow because she's the talky one of this group.
Now, I know you said it was a small package, but if your courier has disappeared with the package or because of the package, It sounds like 5,000 might be a little bit low for our time and talent.
You need to go ahead and make the negotiation roll.
And Bob, have I already been given the down payment?
Yes.
Okay. So it won't affect me.
Well, you haven't been given a particular amount yet. You've it's just pinged in your comm link that there's been a deposit. I'm sorry, you were asking. It's influence.
Influence. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm still using Shadowrun 5 for some reason, but I mean, most of those are now specializations for the existing skills. That's a whole lot of 4s.
It's a lot of 4s.
And since I think of it, it is the beginning of the session, so you all have edge points equal to your edge attribute. And actually, Violet, as I think of it after the fact, unfortunately, I will give you an edge for this test.
Okay. Then I will take at least one of those 4s and turn it into a 5.
Okay.
So we can have 4 successes to go with all the 4s that I rolled. Because I like a good theme.
4 successes and 4 4s left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he sort of he turns, and as he turns, you notice that Trouble is now sort of there on his shoulder, and they start whispering to one another. And he turns and says, "You drive a hard bargain. We'll call it 7."
I'll look around at the group to see if that seems amenable.
You see Fisher's just like basically looking at his comm link. He's not really paying attention to the money discussion. He's playing a mobile game.
Nova definitely has a thumbs up.
Go ahead. You're muted, I think.
Curie looks back down at her book and picks her pen back up, which is like the happiest you ever see her, so you assume she's good.
I'm sitting perfectly postured, and I'm smiling in your direction. And I assume we're in a club with flashing lights.
Yeah, so there are a few flashing lights. You see that there are a bunch of others that haven't been turned on yet, because it's still pretty early in the evening.
So I'm smiling at you, and when a shade comes over my eyes, you just see 2 yellow dots where my eyes are, and then back to the light again. And I just keep smiling at you.
I'm assuming that means a yes. So yeah, we seem to be good with that.
Excellent. So a few things about Suds. So I'll give you a warning about Suds. As I said, he specializes in bringing small packages ashore from ships. The way he does that is he is awakened and has spells that allow him to breathe underwater. So he actually will go to a boat, to a ship, take their package, and will swim ashore underwater. And he has a penchant for summoning water spirits. And that doesn't bother either of you or any of you as much as the frog spirit did last time.
So has this ever happened before where he maybe gets busted by customs or that he's a little bit late, or is this out of character?
This is out of character. Sometimes he's late, sometimes customs is on top of it, but we know that by now. The times he's late, he's not like a day and a half late. My guess is that maybe he started shopping it around.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I mean, well, maybe it is good for him, but I mean, I'm paying you guys a total of 35,000 to get it back for me.
Yeah, I lean in across the table and I go, "What can you tell us about this package? I'm sure you can't tell us everything, but what exactly is he trying to shop around?"
So the way it's been described to me is it's a hinged case that's about a half meter long, about 15 centimeters wide, and about 8 centimeters tall. It's a kind of a flat case about a half meter long. The contents are the only content is a dagger that I'm told is magical.
Hmm.
As we see Curie look up from her book.
Glad you noticed my role play there. It's
I have not seen either of. I have not seen the case or the dagger, so I couldn't really tell you what it is.
Any idea who else might be after it?
I don't. But if it's a magic dagger, maybe. I mean, who wouldn't be after a magic dagger?
Fair.
You know where this package was coming from, or its last known touchdown?
Last known location. So this ship was coming from Alaska.
And have you confirmed that Suds actually made it to the ship?
Yeah, my contact on the ship told me he definitely picked it up.
All right, but
I mean, I suppose it's possible the contact betrayed me, but it seems unlikely.
Do you have a dock number?
Yeah, so I can give you the dock number where the ship would have docked, but I mean the item would not be on board. Well, I would guess the item wouldn't be on board the ship because the whole point of it is it's not on the manifest.
So he
Go ahead, Nova. I want to hear what you have to say.
so he was last seen at the underground entrance at Zone 9.
Well, I don't think he wasn't seen there, but that's the most likely place for him to go. I do know he has a little safe house in the underground, and Zone 9 is about the quickest way to get there. It has cove entrances from Puget Sound.
Okay, well, it seems like a really good place to start, guys.
Right. Are we heading? I look over at Mr. Bell and I go, "What exactly do you do?"
I'm a professional problem solver. In this case, I've been hired to do a luggage delivery. Would you like
Okay.
details?
I don't trust you, so no.
That's fair.
I go out to I say, well, if we're taking this, I'm gonna start looking for any information on sets that I can. I'll be in the car.
and the shipment too, Decca.
I do have a name. Thanks.
It
I
was
walk away.
Fisher.
Mr. Bell, you're mighty good with names.
Thank you, Violet. I'll follow you out to the car.
I imagine you guys can go ahead and get to work. I mean, enjoy the food, but I have other business to do, and I'll step off and leave you be. And with that, toil and trouble depart the table.
Any leftover food, I box up. And
Oh, that's really smart. I just put them in my pockets.
Like plastic bags in your pockets?
Mr. Bell follows me to the car, you said?
Yeah, I'll come with you to the car.
As soon as you see him sit in the driver's seat, you see him just sort of put his head in his hands and he goes, Do clubs always have to be so loud? He's just like worn out. You can tell for some reason that was very tiring for him.
Little social exhaustion.
Just a little bit.
I believe a natural element of a club is sound and lighting.
Yes, which is why I don't go. Anyway, when the others get here, tell them to join, but I'm going to start looking for this information. So I go into the matrix and I'm going to start doing a matrix search.
Absolutely, Fisher.
So you were looking for first.
Some either information on Suds or let's start with information on Suds, whereabouts, where he hangs out, any information I can scrub or find. And then the second thing will be information on the ship, you said, Rim? Yeah. So let's go.
So that's it's an extended test. It's electronics plus intuition.
Okay.
And I think you might get stuff from the browse program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get an edge that has to be spent on the. You spend it or lose it on the matrix search.
Oh, okay. I will spend it. That makes that really easy. 2 hits. I'm gonna spend 2 edge. Spinning the edge makes the 4s 5s. Is that how it works? I have a couple 4s.
You have a couple
Spending
4s.
2 edge turns 1 4 into a 5.
Yes.
Got it. So I spent 1. I spent 1, and then I'll spend 3 because I
You can
have
spend 1 just to reroll.
Yeah, I just would rather.
But you do have to choose which one you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 plus the 1 that I get from the browse program, so 4 total. Because I also get I'll get an edge next time I use computers anyway. Like that is my whole character is just getting edge from using computers. So I have 4 hits.
You have 4 hits. Okay. So you're looking for first of all on Suds. Okay. So you do find a picture. So I will reveal that in the Roll20 chat. So there is Suds.
Suds has been through a lot.
He Suds is basically what Toil said he was. He is awakened, and he is known in the shadows for being that sort of ship-to-shore smuggler, just to get undeclared items past customs.
Okay.
There are some rumors with, you said 4 hits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with 4 hits, there are some rumors that he's run up a few debts.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not sure with whom.
Okay, cool. So there are some people out there, don't know who they are. Got it.
Mm-hmm. But you do find the location of the safe house that Toil mentioned.
All right.
So there is an address, and it is in fact in Zone 9.
Nice. So I have at least a location. So he's jumping into the docks like before the ship like enters, and he's stealing packages and then swimming them back, right?
Well, the sense you get is that he doesn't steal the packages. It's smugglers who don't want to.
Right. They're there for him to pick up. They're not.
They're there for him to pick up. That's right.
Yeah.
So he is part of the whole smuggling transaction.
All right. Then when I'm looking for the ship, can I look specifically for like any information, like any cameras or things in the area around where the ship is for like facial recognition of this guy? Like if I know what he looks like.
Sure.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make another electronics plus intuition test.
Okay. Ooh.
With an edge from your brows.
Right. So let's see. We're going to have, that's only 2 hits. Yeah, 2 hits. I'm spending 2 edge, 1 from the brows and 1 from me.
To make one of the 4s into a 5.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, with 2 hits, and each one of these has taken you 10 minutes to do a search. So by now, once I tell you what I tell you, the rest of the group will probably start filing out because it'll have been 20 minutes. So you do find the name of the ship is the SS Penguin's Feather.
Oh, that's cute.
It is registered to the Transpolar Elite Nation, which handles. So it's one of the Native American nations that is basically most or all of the polar regions in sort of above the Arctic Circle, plus Greenland and Iceland. And you do get where it is currently moored. It did, in fact, dock yesterday. It's about all you get from it for 2 hits.
Yep. You see him sort of complete as much of the search as he's done right now, and he basically, and this is going to be the way he does most of this information, unless I specifically say otherwise. But he is transmitting a lot of that information to you guys as he's finding it. That way I don't have to explain it. You guys have heard it. It makes it pretty simple. But,
you do the standard player character info dump.
Yeah. So basically what he's doing is, except Belle, because I don't have your contact information yet, probably. So, which actually works really well. I like that. So,
also because you don't trust him.
yeah. So I send the picture of him. I give you the information as well as the location that we need to head towards, and the information on the boat. But I say, for some reason, I'm not really finding much else at the moment. This is at least something that should get us started. And he sort of drafts out of the matrix and joins you. Yep.
Oh. So Curie.
Before heading out of the building, since this is kind of a safe place for us to do business, I'm going to do my initial summoning.
All right, here we go.
And I'm ready this time because I'm tired of headaches.
Okay.
I feel better, and I'm not going to have a mage hangover this time.
Is that your final answer?
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast a Force 4, but I'm going to pre-edge it.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend...
So you're spending 4 edge to...
4 edge on that.
Okay.
Damn right I am.
All right, show me what you got.
All right.
For Force 4 Air Spirit, correct?
Yeah, we're going to go with air.
Okay.
There's my magic. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do spell casting. Oh, summoning. Summoning. Whee! Did it do it?
Did it flip your edge there?
I'm not sure if it did. I think it did.
So is 2 your edge score?
My edge score is 7.
So it did not do that.
It did not. So I'll just roll an extra 7 if that's okay.
Oh, because you've got specialization summoning. That's where the +2 comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll another 7 dice.
Let's do it. Boop. 7. Exploding 6s. Yeah. All right, so that's an extra 2 hits, plus I got 2 6s in my first roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll an extra 2.
And you've got 6 hits so far.
All right, so 6.
Okay.
Don't fight me, Bob.
Okay. So you can go ahead and soak 3 drain, and you
Okay.
get 3 services.
Good. Let me do my drain roll. Boop. Yay! No headaches.
No headaches.
Yet.
I'll get you on the flip side.
And by the way, Violet and Nova, as the guys walk out, like I physically like it's subtle, but I kind of shift to like relax a little bit. So I was like super rigid while
Is
they
it
were
subtle?
there and now they're gone. Well, it's not like I'm like, oh no, dudes.
You don't know. All right. Well, to be fair, you did spend 4 edge on that good success and no drain.
Yeah.
So you
it
did
was
pay for
costly,
it.
but
Yep.
yeah. Hopefully I'll get some of that back from
As things move along.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else anyone is doing? Because you have. Well, I mean, you have really as much time as you want to spend here. But it seemed like you guys were boxing up food to leave.
Nah, I'm eating my pocket snacks on my way out the door.
As you all arrive at the car, I open the door for you and I gesture in.
I don't break eye contact, and as I walk past you, sit down in my seat.
Every time
And
a
then
shadow passes my face, all you see is red light. Or not red light, little yellow dots.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit in the back where he can't sit behind me.
That's awesome. Okay, so you guys all get in the van. Thankfully, somebody bought a vehicle.
Thanks, Randy.
Because so many Shadowrunners don't buy a vehicle.
I just love the idea of Shadowrunners like waiting on the bus,
Uh-huh. I'm guilty of that.
like looking around, like I could kill all of you.
Just waiting.
Have some passes.
I mean, money is tight at character generation.
Unless that's what you take as your first thing.
Unless that's what you take as your first thing, and you somehow manage not to spend it all.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody's in the van.
Yeah. I lean back over the seat and I go, so are we heading to Zone 9 to this safe house at least to see where he was, or do we want to head to the docks? Which do you think would be best?
Well, did you do your job yet and do your research?
I already sent it to you. Thank you.
Did you send it, or did you just come out?
I mean, like, I sent it. I send it as I find it, but maybe you didn't look at it. And I go, it's already in your com link. Thanks.
I would appreciate a copy of that information if I could.
Right. Mr.
I hand you a actual piece of, an actual physical business card, and it's got my comm information on it.
And I take it. What all information can I glean from your business card? Obviously,
Nothing.
Mansion. I thought you said it said something about
It's a plain ass card with like nice material that Patrick Bateman would be very happy to.
Okay.
And nothing else. Yeah.
Well,
Just
the number. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You did say something about the Green Mansion at the table.
I did mention it. I assume that everybody knows what that is. That's the way I conduct myself.
Right. So I'm, and this is for our DM. I am getting as much information as I can about Mr. Bell because I want to do a huge search on Mr. Bell while we're driving to this other place.
Do you have Seattle area knowledge?
Yes, I do.
You can go ahead and make a. you can go ahead and make some sort of a... It should be a memory test. So it'd be a logic plus intuition test.
Logic plus intuition.
And you'll get an edge because you have Seattle area knowledge.
Got it. How do I roll just my logic and intuition together?
It's at the attribute level.
There's a memory button.
There's a memory button, yes.
Oh, all these things I don't know.
I believe you also have analytical mind, right?
Yes, which is
So that's a second point of edge.
yeah. I'm missing where that memory button is.
It's under second column under attributes.
Yeah, second column under. Oh, right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And that's 6 hits.
So you've heard of this green mansion,
Mhm.
but you haven't heard of it in several years. You recall it being associated with a hotel, but that memory is several years old.
I keep that information to myself as the car drives us
Okay.
to our location.
So that does not go to the rest of the team.
No, not yet.
So is the car driving itself, or are you driving the car?
I'm not. Anytime I don't have to drive, I won't.
So you're just driving the pilot brain.
Yep.
Okay.
I suggest going to the underground entrance and then tracing whatever pathway he would have taken to go to his
So
hideout.
you are currently in the underground because that's where Areola 51 is, but it's below downtown.
Mhm.
But
So we should go to
Yeah.
the entrance.
I think I didn't get information on where the entrance was, did I? I think I got the hideout, or his.
You got where the hideout is,
Yeah.
but with the same Seattle area knowledge. I mean, you know where entrances are into and out of the underground.
Cool.
Those are no longer really kept. I mean, some of them are kept secret, but the main entrances in each zone, you know where they are.
Got it.
As we're traveling, I attempt to send a text back to the mansion to see if I can find out what type of bounties what's his name's got on him.
Suds.
Suds, yeah.
I thought you were going to say us.
Why did these people come up with bounties on them?
There's a $10 New Yen reward for Nova.
I can do that too. I can look for everybody. You like-
10 New Yen.
So none come back.
Okay.
All right. Some of the small talk I would go is about specifically the rumor. So the only odd thing I really was able to pick up on our guy is that he may owe some people money, but who those people are, I wasn't quite able to get. I'm hoping maybe we can find some information like that out when we reach where he's staying. Just everyone's just silent.
Sure, I mean, there's probably
Nova,
info.
you sound
there.
very personable. Perhaps you
What?
can do some investigating.
I don't know what gave you that impression.
Your name tag. You seem very professional.
What name tag?
I see we're going for a competition for the most awkward car ride for each episode.
Yeah,
Every episode.
until we actually like each other. But as of right now, we're working together.
I feel like there's a
Amicably.
SpongeBob clip that says 2 years later.
Man, I'm off duty. I don't want to be personable anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. The only person who's personable so far is Violet. Violet is always a treasure.
Violet, you do seem pretty nice as well. Fisher, Do you prefer an automated driving system, or do you prefer to drive yourself?
I look back at my dashboard.
I would like to switch my vision to astral and give this weirdo a once over because like is he just a robot like
Sure. Go ahead and make a sensing test.
I have a thingy.
You have a thingy.
I have a thingy. Where are you at? Is it Spell Shroud? I'm supposed to have a thing that makes me hard to detect in the astral. Is Spell Shroud the thingy? Sorry, I'm also new to Shadowrun.
I don't see it on your character sheet.
Yeah, it would be in gears probably.
Yeah, be in gear.
No, I'm adept. It's like a magic thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. My mistake.
Oh, really? I don't have any thingies.
Thank you, Tom. And what's weird is so on the PDF character sheet, I don't see the adept powers. So let me open your Roll20 character sheet and see if they're there.
Yeah.
in the meantime, while we're looking for this, don't forget that you can type in hashtag RemPC in the chat for a chance and an entry to win a PDF copy of the Shadowrun 6 core rulebook. So that's a really cool opportunity, totally free to do that. Hashtag RemPC. And then in addition, if you want bonus entries, because who doesn't want to win, you can go to remalternus.com/Nguyen. And for every $5 you donate, we pay our cast and our crew for putting on shows like this. And you get bonus entries to win. So an extra entry per $5. And our biggest donors of the stream can type in a message and your favorite Shadowrunner can read your message at the end of the show. So please support www.remalternus.com/Nguyen.
We like
Did I
puns.
And that
Did I
just means you
stall?
get to make Sarah or Rem say really funny puns. That's what I would do.
Funny.
It
Funny
could be
messages.
a pun off.
So back to the subject at hand. So I do see. So Spell Shroud is an adept power you have. It's on your Roll20 character sheet. It does not oppose astral perception.
Okay.
Or sensing. It does oppose detection spells.
Oh, all right.
So keep that in mind. Actually, that's something I need to keep in mind for later. But I also need to bring up, for my benefit, the sensing table.
And I could go ahead and roll. I was waiting just in case I roll.
Yes, so
be like, well, actually, on me.
Does your spell thing like show you my innards and stuff? Or no?
So how astral vision works. So this is for everyone new to Shadowrun. In the astral, it's very shadowy and dark. So objects are still kind of there, but like you couldn't tell that there's like a coffee table. You just see like a gray blob. But things with life or essence have auras. So like a mundane human would have like a normal aura. Awakened auras, so people who are mages or spirits tend to be very bright. And so identifiable as awakened or mages.
Mm-hmm.
And then people with cybernetics have a lower essence. And so you might see dark spots within them. So like, for instance, for Fisher that has some cyberware in his head might have black spots in it in the aura, or be a little dimmer than like the rest of him if the rest of him is not cybered up.
Oh. Cool.
So what you see, because you rolled 5 hits on that sensing test, you get the entire sensing table.
Yay! I know everything.
So he is not a robot.
Okay.
He is happy, but perhaps not genuinely so.
Okay.
There is no cyberware. He has, in fact, he is awakened and has magic 6.
That very much
He
surprises.
is an adept.
So, okay.
I love that you're more surprised now than you were when you entered.
I thought I was going to get different information. And with that revelation, we're at the 9 o'clock hour, so we'll go ahead and take our first 5-minute break. Welcome back. We are nearing the end of, so far, the most awkward car ride of the campaign. Perhaps to be surpassed in the next episode. We'll see. We found out, at least from Curie's eyes, that Mr. Bell is not a robot, but in fact is a living, breathing adept. And so we arrive in the van, unless somebody wants to do something on the way. Okay. So with a vehicle, it's probably easier. You exit the underground into downtown, and then you take the surface roads to the area near Puget Sound, and then there are ways to get the vehicle at least most of the way into the Zone 9 underground. You're basically under the northwest coast of downtown, and the roads don't really go that far into Zone 9 before they get too narrow for the van to go in, and you guys kind of have to proceed on foot toward the address you're looking for.
If we're going on foot anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and cast my Nothing Hurt Me Please spells.
Okay.
All right, so
while she's casting, I like to throw out this fun fact. Did you guys know that in 1907 they condemned the underground because of the bubonic plague?
Oh,
That's an interesting fact.
All right.
Get used to it.
I pushed the wrong button, by the way. I just cast sorcery instead of casting a spell.
Okay.
I magicked, everyone. I don't know what I did, but I magicked.
I punch Fisher in the shoulder.
Ow.
And then I look at Mr. Bell and I say, "Thanks, man."
You are very personable.
Don't tell my boss that.
So I have 2 hits on armor,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do my increased reflexes. But whatever I roll, I'm only going to probably take 2 dice, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Got 4 hits, so I would get an extra 2 plus 2d6.
If you take 2 of those hits, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
Take 3. Oof.
So my drain is going to be...
It's going to be 7.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's boosted by the drain is boosted by 1 per extra hit you take above 1.
Gotcha. Jesus, mother.
Oof, that's a lot of drain.
Yep, it is, and I've only got 1 4 no, I've got 2 4s in there.
Do it.
All right, since I'm being cheered to do it, I'll go ahead and use the rest of my edge to
Awesome.
change that 2 hits to 4 hits, so I do still take 3 stun.
3 stun, yep.
Now, is that
Can I ask a
physical
question?
or is that stun? Is that stun?
That is stun.
Okay.
And what does that look like for like people around you? Like when
Sure.
when you're magically stunned?
Let me describe now that I have cast all of my things. Can someone take that 1 physical away? Because that's not true. Can't reset physical. I found it. Okay. All right. So basically, when we park, I kind of like wave my hands around and speak some Latin, and this like shimmering icy covering like comes over me first and then disappears as it becomes invisible armor. And then after that, I kind of like wait just a second to see if like how much wind that's going to take out of me, but I kind of like I'm feeling pretty good. So from there, I start almost like buzzing, like creating this friction around me, and like kind of starting to move in that double speed where like you kind of see like a wave of motion, like mirror imagey kind of thing shift. And but when I like come to, like I'm definitely twitchy because I am moving faster than I normally do. Like normal speed seems slow to me now. But it's kind of like a mixture of standing up too fast, but also like taking an actual hit on the head. So I just have a massive pounding headache as I come out of that. And I just kind of close the eye, like the one eye, and kind of try to like compensate for my new friend migraine that is here for the rest of the evening.
Having heard random Latin, he looks back into the backs, or because you're in the back, right?
I'm in the far back, yeah.
Yeah, I like turn around and I look and I go, "Mahozukai, okashine," and he's just speaking Japanese, which just basically I just said, magic users are weird.
Violet says that she agrees with you in Japanese.
Nice.
I also do the same.
I'm like, yes.
I do not hear it, which I was gonna say frag you, but I will not.
I at least have a language I can say stuff to the others in that you can't.
I don't understand, but I say Japanese. Impressive.
I look at Mr. Bell and I go, "You're full of surprises." I still don't know that you're magic, so I'm excited to see that. Like as a player, my character has no idea. So we arrived, right?
Yeah. So you there's a point where you have to park the van and get out and go on foot, and that's when Curie sort of tries to get out too quickly and smacks her head, and you get the sense that you're not sure how, because you didn't stop by soy bucks, but it's like she had like 3 or 4 soy bucks in one shot. And she is sort of she's a little twitchy because increased reflexes will do that.
Got it.
But what you're seeing here is, and you know enough about the underground that Renraku is working to get infrastructure into the underground, as the underground is really still developing. But there are shops here. The infrastructure is not as like nice and solid as it is in the main section of the underground underneath the core of downtown. But there are lights, there are shops. You still get matrix signal, though occasionally it gets spotty. And you're sort of walking your way toward the address you have found through your search.
Can I'd like to whisper to Violet. Violet, if I could, I'd like to observe what's happening around us in the astral, but it makes it a little difficult to walk without tripping or bumping into things. May I place a hand on your shoulder to guide me?
Well, you're welcome to. I'm not real strong, but I'll be happy to help you out if I can.
Doesn't require any strength. It will help me steady myself as I walk.
Well, yeah, that's fine by me. Thank you for asking. That's awful polite.
We're approaching the place that we're trying to get to, his hideout.
Mm-hmm.
What do the buildings or structures in the immediate area kind of look like?
So there's a wide variety of different structures. Some of them are actually sort of like small like small shops, ranging from actual like small buildings to the down to things like the little photomat booths that you would go up to, that size of thing, to like a food truck, to food trucks that have been like food truck sized establishments that have been placed there permanently, down to holes in the wall.
Fisher, are
Yep.
we approaching the location?
Yes, that is why we are parked.
Oh, I
But
thought we were
yes.
walking.
I
thought
mean,
we were
yeah,
walking.
I mean that we are walking. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's why.
I missed part of Curie's description. You're using Violet for support because you're still sensing, or because you're tired?
Because I'm still sensing. So basically, I stopped sensing in the car after I gave a once over to Mr. Bell. And then as we get out of the car and everyone's looking around, like I'm thinking that maybe I might be able to spot someone awakened, or like who knows. So I'm just flipping my vision and tripping over anything that is fuzzy as I look at auras and just hold on to her shoulder to guide me.
Good. Make an astral test for me.
Sure.
And then Fisher, you were doing something.
I think Mr. Bell was talking to me, but you do see Fisher pull out some earbuds that he has, and he plops them in. He has his goggles on already, and he also pulls out a device that he plans to use when we get to the door of the place that we're in.
So if we're approaching the door, I also want to do astral figure it out thingy.
Sure.
But
What does yours look like?
But I will separate from the group in stealth, and I want to get to a high point to do it.
So there are very few high points because this is all underground.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there are places where it goes a little deeper, down ramps. You can kind of do it from like, I mean, you go essentially like half a block to the side, and you can kind of look down. Sure.
Yeah.
So I'll ask first for a stealth test, and I'll give you an edge point for your electrochromic.
Do I just hit the word stealth?
Yeah, if you hit the word stealth, it should roll it for you.
Okay. I did it. Do it again.
Oh, before you click it 15 times, check the under your character sheet again, because sometimes it'll ask you follow-up questions.
Oh, whoa! Did I do the wrong thing?
So you did it 4 times, and I popped up in the window 4 times. I'm going to take the first one, which unfortunately is fairly terrible.
Yeah, let's do one of the thingies where I do it again.
Where you give some edge.
Use some edge.
Yeah. Where's
So
my cheat sheet?
I gave you an edge for the electrochromic.
And I already have 5. So
Yeah, so there is a it'll be under, it's essentially edge in combat. Even though we're not really in combat, there's a tab under handouts, so you can see what things cost.
Wait, say that again.
So under the handouts folder, there's an item called Edge in Combat.
Oh, I've got a cheat sheet right here in my
that helps
phone.
too.
Yeah.
In your comm link.
Yeah. In my real life comm link.
Yeah, your real life comm link.
Isn't there like a thing to like reroll all the fails? Isn't like 4 edge or something like that?
Yeah, 4 edge will reroll all your failures.
Oh, wow.
All 9 of them.
Let's do it.
So go ahead and roll 9 dice. So you do that in roll 20 by typing /roll. 9d6 greater than 5.
96. So a thing keeps popping up that says click and drag to roll the dice.
That's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, it says rolling dice. I'm getting it. Thanks for hanging in
there we
there,
go.
chat. Hang in there, baby.
So you got 3 more hits, so you have 4 hits on your stealth check. So you have successfully vanished,
Cool.
and the rest of you no longer hear Mr. Bell around.
Oh, I don't trust that. Where did he go?
and then you can make an astral test because you're sensing.
Right there.
What?
I can see him in the astral.
Yeah. Stealth does nothing for astral.
I am
well,
absolutely
that's not entirely true. I mean, there's
You can
a
do
stealth
astral
test.
stealth.
There's astral stealth you can do.
Okay. So now, how do we?
So if you click the astral button, it should roll that for you.
I don't see any clickable fields.
Do you not have astral skill? Oh, okay. So you do not have astral skill. So this is going to be unskilled use. So there's a button that says unskilled skill use. But first, for attribute, it's going to be intuition. So change the attribute to intuition and then click unskilled skill use.
So click intuition.
Yeah, so under skills,
Mm-hmm.
where it says unskilled skill use.
Girls.
We're learning roll 20.
Yes.
I mean, it's a weird character sheet. I mean, not
It is.
weird, but it's.
Oh,
if
I
you're
see,
not
I
used
see.
to it takes a minute.
Yeah, so change the attribute so it says intuition and then click unskilled skill use.
Tell you
Gotcha.
what, chat, we have bonus content in our Patreon, and maybe we can record like this is what we're seeing with our character sheets. So
Yep.
That's true.
that'd be nice.
What I will say is, like, the more
yeah.
you use it, the more it makes sense. It's just like the first time you have to find like that thing.
It'll take a few episodes to get used to it.
So
Yeah,
thanks for
I can
hanging in there with us.
I can D&D roll your brains out, but Shadowrun's a different story.
Yes. Okay.
I want to play in real life so I can just like have like 20 die and go boom. There you go.
Yep.
Very satisfying.
So the both of you are sensing do see. So as you sort of come up to the address that Fisher's pointing out, so what you see, like everybody sees, this address is basically like somebody chopped the sliding side door of a van off and bolted it to the wall.
All right. I don't like that. I'm going to use a my what is it? The thing that lets me look for like what is it called? On
Matrix
Stealth Tag.
perception.
Matrix perception.
No, it's an item, like a bug. Not bug. I want to see like if this room is like trapped or like this is someone who had lots of smuggling in their background. I want to make sure that they're not like booby trapping like their house for like when people walk in randomly.
So that'll be a perception test.
Cool.
And those of you who are sensing, you do see across the corridor from this bolted sliding door, there is a spirit hanging around in astral space.
Is it a water spirit?
Let's see. So it is. Let me see what you find out here. The both of you can tell it is a water spirit. And Curie, you can tell that its force is lower than your magic.
Okay. The other thing I want to do is
Oh,
kind
we got a
of
winner here.
a winner. Oh, I kind of want to. I want to throw back to. Oh,
I would also like to perceive.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, because I just glitched into the Matrix or something. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted
For
to say
the spirit, I do want to try to get a deeper look and a sense, sense for kind of like the frog spirit cologne.
Okay.
Like, what brand of mage is this? Or like, could I recognize this kind of signature in another space?
So you can. I'll let you sense it again.
Okay.
Those of you who want to run extra perception tests can do that too.
Okay. I have contacts that have thermographic vision. I don't know if that's anything that'll help. And then I have earbuds that have a select sound filter. So is there a way for me to tune in to hear any noise or anything that's happening behind the door?
Yeah, so you sort of tune your select sound filter to sort of tune out some of the background noise. I mean, you can't tune out all of it because even the select sound filter has limits, and it's a fairly busy corridor going up and down.
Okay.
But you can make an audio perception test.
I rolled 6 hits on my astral, so I know this thing's social security number.
It is a Force 4 water spirit. Its social security number is 5.
5. Got it.
Or rather, its SIN number is 5.
I just looked up glitches again because I wanted to make sure, but at least it's not a critical glitch, right?
That's true. It is not it's not a critical glitch. A regular glitch still is potentially a success. It's just something interesting.
Inconvenient, weird, wrong happened. I made the water spirit angry, you guys. Sorry.
So you don't sense any traps?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
And the way you don't sense any traps is you go right up to the door and jiggle the handle, and it doesn't blow up on you.
Okay. Yay!
You do see that it has it's got a mechanical lock. It's like they had they bolted the door to the wall and they left the same sort of car key lock in it.
All right.
And as you're testing the door, I appear right next to you. There's a water spirit in the area.
Why would you do that?
Nova, you do not hear anything inside.
Bob, I'd like to try using empathic sense to just get the vibe of the people around us, because we kind of look like a bunch of drunk people trying to break into this house right now, with everybody sensing. And
you're not wrong. So this is a perception test. And it's like a sensing, but limited to emotional states. Okay. That's pretty good. So as you sort of extend your senses out around you, you get the sense there are some people who are, I mean, what is this group of people doing? And then you get a little further down the corridor, you get the sense that's like somebody is pleased that you've rolled up.
so I'm going to share that quietly with the group, that somebody seems to be happy that we are where we are. And then a little bit louder, just as for the people who could hear us that's not us, is y'all find the weirdest things when you're day drinking. I don't know what this is all about.
Go and make a contest using the acting specialty if you have it.
I have performance.
You know what? I'll let you do performance, but I won't give you the edge for it.
That's fine.
You do with the 5 hits on empathic sense. You do sort of narrow down the pleased that you're here sense to a group of Scratcha. Scratcha are part of an orc gang that have long inhabited the underground and have long run. They do some organized crime. It's basically some protection, some smuggling, it's your basic gang, but they're limited to the underground.
And they're the ones that are happy?
They're the ones that are happy.
Are you able to tell like in what way they're happy we're gonna move on them, or happy like I don't know.
You don't
You
get
get the feeling, like the real, like the exact feeling of it.
you don't get much more than that because it's empathy, not telepathy.
Is there telepathy in this?
There's definitely a mind probe spell.
Well, there's Mind Link, too, which is less invasive.
Less intrusive, yes.
I mean, I just want to be a psionic. I think that's my next character. Am I already planning to make more Shadowrun?
Episode 3, Fisher dies.
And then you get a psychic.
And you don't have a dagger.
I like Fisher a lot. It's a lot. He has a lot of stuff going on at once.
I'd like to talk to the spirit. I assume it sees that we're all here since we see it and we're not sneaking.
Yeah, so yeah, it sort of looks at you guys and then starts to flit off toward the exit.
Hey, you got a minute? Did I catch it, or is it flitting?
Nope, sorry, gotta go. You do sense that it's stuck around long enough to sense your group.
Cool. So as soon as it says that, I look at Nova and go, catch me, and then leave my body. And I'm gonna go chase it.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a reaction test for that one.
You just hit the ground. Oh no.
I mean, that can happen. That's a possible.
Yeah, so you do catch her.
I'm chasing it.
You are chasing it. Okay.
Look, there's a little cat in my cup.
So you start chasing it. It is clearly running. And you know, because it's the underground and you're under like living earth, you do have to wait for, basically you're doing sort of normal speed until you get out of the underground, and then it looks like it's going to speed off unless you do something.
I'm okay. So if it's going to speed off, I want to speed up so that I kind of keep a line of sight from above on it as I chase it. I just want to see where it's going. So
Okay.
See if that's helpful at all.
So it does. So you do see a few things. First of all, as you exit the underground, you do see more stuff flying around in astral space.
Okay.
Because it's busy.
Yeah.
You do see the spirit does fly off in a direction, and I'll give you the rough direction as soon as I look at my map here. It flies off roughly east-ish.
East-ish. Okay. I'm still trying to track it from my bird's eye view.
You also sense that either you or it or both are being followed by a larger spirit. If you'd like to make an astral test for that.
I would. Rethinking my life choices as well, but here we are.
And the group never saw Curie again. No,
She's right here.
She starts spitting blood and you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so with 3 hits on astral signatures, ooh, that's a lot of ones. You get that it is a. Let me pull it up here. It is an air spirit,
Okay.
and it is bigger than you.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's see.
I
You-
want to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You also get the sense that this is a great form.
Great form? What's that?
So great form is summoned through. Yes, it's a very great form.
It's great.
So great form spirit is summoned and enhanced through an initiate power called invoking. So they're aptly named. They are great form. They are greater than a normal spirit of that force.
Okay. Which
So
also
they tend to
means
have more powers and more powerful powers than spirits of their type.
also means that whoever summoned it is chonkier than me. I'm gonna
Almost
pretend,
certainly.
I'm gonna pretend for now not to notice it as I
Okay.
keep chasing this other one.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you for another astral test
Okay.
without the specialization,
Okay.
because this is more of a tracking roll.
Okay. 2 hits.
Okay. So you do track it into. Well, you're not really. Are you familiar with the Metroplex?
She's new to town, so
Okay,
probably
so
not.
you probably don't know, but you do sort of track it into a region where the city sort of fades away and it's more life. As if there's more stuff growing. Not as many really tall buildings and much more life. And it sort of dives in and around what buildings and what trees and stuff there are. You do eventually lose it.
Okay. When I lose it, I kind of like pinpoint on the like last spot I saw it, and I'm gonna briefly manifest so that I can actually see the area, so that I can be like, okay, I kind of, or at least be able to describe it better to the others, other than it was astrally.
So manifesting doesn't really give you any further perception. So you can't like manifest and read computer monitors or anything. But you do sort of take a survey of the area around you so that you can describe at least the life part of it and sort of general topology to your comrades.
Okay. While I'm doing that, is the great form still chasing the other thing, or stopping with me to watch me?
It is stopping to watch you.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start zipping again, but I'm gonna zip through buildings and stuff so that I hopefully break sight. And like I start making like weird angles and stuff. So like I'll drop 4
Sure.
stories, zoom to the next building, raise 16 stories, zoom to the next building and stuff. So
Okay.
I'm harder to follow.
That's fine. You do eventually lose it. Either you've lost it or it's given up chasing you. As far as you're concerned, it's the same result. It is no longer following you.
Okay. All right. Time to go back to my body. So I come to this. This all took seconds, right?
With you tracking it, it probably took 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Man, it was going for a while when.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't going like full throttle out. You were actually tracking something.
Okay.
And so that did take some time.
So I come back to and I go. Air spirit. Oh, there was a water spirit here. Didn't want to talk to me. Got a good look at all of us before taking off. I tracked it to a location that is, and I'm subvoking all this, by the way, because we're being sneaky
Sure.
about.
You're being sneaky?
You know. So I tracked it to a part of the Metroplex that had a lot of greenery, a lot of plants, a lot of life. and I kind of give more of a description. Hopefully, someone that with more Seattle knowledge.
Yeah, I want to think about where that could be.
And then
yeah, so when she tells you sort of eastish from where you are and talks about lots of plants and trees and life, you instantly, because you know enough about the Metroplex, this is out in Snohomish.
Oh, nice. I like Snohomish.
Um,
I mean, in real life.
which at least in 2080, in 2082, it is very farmland. Much of it is dominated by agribusinesses.
And then I keep going in my story while Fisher's thinking about this, and say, also, I started being followed by some sort of great form spirit, which is unsettling.
Great form? Sorry, I don't know about magic.
It's a spirit, like, I can summon a spirit right here, right now, but more advanced abilities when you study hard and you do summoning through this almost ritualistic, it's like a next level thing where you can summon spirits that are bigger and have more power.
So someone just has more XP. Got it.
Sort of.
Video
Anyway,
game reference. I like it.
anyway, it's bigger. It has more power than I do, which is scary because not only does it have more power, then likely the mage who summoned it has more power as well. So we're getting into something deeper here.
So what it sounds like, because we know the person we're looking for, and he says that really quietly to make sure it's not heard by outside ears, but he's like, has water spirits, correct? So maybe he's trying to keep a low profile because people are hunting him. And maybe this person who has this greater form spirit thing is part of the people hunting him. I mean, if this dagger, this magic dagger, magic is so weird. And I'm sure Curie like rolls her eyes at that. But he's like,
It's
but
science,
if
it's not weird.
if it's as powerful as maybe it could be, I imagine someone really powerful with that in hand could be pretty terrifying. So maybe our guy's scared and hunting. And hiding.
There's also a very real possibility that the scrap that are down the way there. I heard a rumor that they're also into smuggling. So it could be a competing company. And I'm so sorry, Mr. Bell, I did not mean to interrupt you like that.
Oh, I wasn't going to talk. That was Roland. No, go ahead. As everyone's having this discussion, I want to sink into stealth and crack the door open. Unlock the door.
So the door is locked, so you will need an engineering test. If you have lockpicking specialization, you can use that.
Cool. Do I need a stealth again, or are we using the old roll?
We'll use the old roll.
Cool. Probably better.
I don't necessarily need you to re-roll that every 5 minutes or anything.
But can I say you appeared next to me and then you disappeared again?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't like that. All right.
Yeah, so you go to pick the lock and you have no trouble whatsoever. You have like some of the rakes in your kit are specifically designed for these what must be a 30-year-old mechanical lock. So you like rake it once or twice and it pops.
So I grab the door handle and I open it up just slightly.
Okay, so you grab it and it starts to slide.
And then I peek in.
Okay.
That face, though.
So what you see, so So as you pull the door slightly open and you sort of peer in, because it's a van sliding door. I mean, this is not like a full height door. This is like this is maybe a meter and a half across. That's just large enough that if you bolt a standard van door over it, it will cover the hole. And so anybody human size or taller is going to have to hunch over as you go in. But you do see it's sort of it's that size just at the door, and it opens up again. So it's more sort of human orc sized. And it is a single room with a few lights and a mini fridge plugged into electrical outlets that are still hanging from the walls, like the place is still under construction.
Cool.
So it's got those sort of like the straight wire guide that goes to an outlet that's there, like somebody hasn't put in a wall there yet.
Fisher, loop the cameras
Yeah,
if there are any.
on it. I'm gonna loop some cameras. I also want to jam communications using a jammer that I have
Okay.
with me.
So you pop on the jammer.
Yeah, except our communications, obviously. We can talk as much as we want, but anyone else in the area can't communicate. Or, however, I don't know how wide this area is, actually.
So go ahead and make a matrix perception test.
All right.
And as I finish describing what you see, Mr. Bell, you see sort of off to the side, there's like a little, what looks like a little closet where you see like you see a sink and a toilet, but no shower. There is a couch and a folding card table with chairs.
Like an apartment. It's
Like a very basic apartment.
It's like apartment. You know those things that are just like one
apartment,
room.
okay.
Yeah. One room with like a sink on the wall and they're like $5,000 to rent.
I've never heard that term, but that's apt.
Yeah. Can I see any like crude, maybe like, I know he checked the door to see if there's trapped or anything like that, but just want to check the door to see if there's any type of crude traps just right in the area.
Okay, go and make a perception test. So matrix perception is electronics plus intuition.
Oh, me? Matrix perception?
For
No, that was
Fisher.
me. That was me.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm juggling two people doing stuff at the same time.
You're doing great.
Okay, so thank you. Your perception test, you don't see any traps. It doesn't blow up in your face or anything.
Then I
my God.
open the door wide and I once again gesture my hand as if I'm like showing everybody an elevator door, and I step aside.
I ignore you and look at Fisher for confirmation.
Oh, you can't ignore me.
I don't think you've met Rim before.
So Fisher, you don't sense any cameras nearby.
That's interesting.
And as you look around, you do see that it's still kind of bare bones. I mean, a lot of the security features you would see topside, or even in the mall area of the underground, have not made it out this far.
Okay.
This is sort of in the outskirts, even of the underground.
Got it. This place seems to be really off the grid somehow. Even within the underground. I'm not seeing any cameras around here that I can jack into. So, sorry about that. I look in the room and it being kind of smaller than I am. I go, is there anything electric that I can use in there, or should I just wait out here for whatever?
Looks
And
pretty
he-
basic in there.
Yeah, he just goes, very talkative group.
And so no one has stepped in yet, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just at the door with my hand out.
How would I sense for like any? Like, I do want to go in the matrix and see if there is anything electric in the room that would like a tracker or something that would send a signal to someone if the room was entered, like that kind of thing before we go in. How would I do that?
That would be another matrix perception test.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's hope it works. Matrix perception.
Okay, that's
Thank
better.
you. Ah,
That is way better. You do not sense any sort of devices.
that was a really nice roll, by the way.
Yeah, so you're pretty confident that this place is not bugged.
Got it. Yep.
Yes,
what are our
Curie?
friends? Oh, sorry.
Did you just high five me, Roland? I love you. Can I go back to Astral Vision and check for a ward? Because I have spells up and that could hurt.
That could hurt. Yeah, so you switch back to Astral Vision. If you'd like to make an astral test, you can do so.
Sorry, Jen.
Mm-mm.
And Jen, you were doing...
I was going to check on our friends down the street to see if they were still watching us.
They are. They're sort of slowly making their way toward you guys. Curie, you do not sense any wards.
All of this, like all the concern, I don't say a dang word about it, so it's all internal. Like,
Is there a back door out of this place, or if we go in, we're stuck in there?
So as Mr. Bell opens the door, you don't see another door into this place. So this is like somebody bolted a van door to a cave.
Just so y'all are aware, we do have some friends that are coming up from down the way. So if we get in there, we might be stuck.
We should probably get going then.
Yeah. Can I turn off their weapons? Can I attack? Like, try to turn stuff off before?
Oh, we can certainly go there if you want to go there.
I mean, if they are waiting and coming up the stairs, I feel like that is we're leaving, right? Are we leaving? Is that the plan?
there could be a clue inside of.
Yeah, I would.
And nobody has set foot in the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's not a check
Oh my
first.
god. Okay, I go in there. And I'm rolling perception.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Thanks, Nova.
Yep, you're the brave one of us.
Oh my god.
I'm squishy, you guys. Like,
my
I'm
God.
big, but I'm squishy.
Worst dungeon team ever.
I have a headache. It's a big chonker of a headache.
Could you imagine just everyone going in the dungeon and seeing like a room and going,
No.
Oh, maybe.
I'd like to spend 2 edge to make one of my 4s a 5.
Sure.
Cool. So 5
That
hits.
gets you 5 hits. Okay. So you look around real quick, and you do sense that it looks like maybe somebody slept here last night. Because there's a sheet and a pillow sort of haphazardly draped over the couch, and it looks like the pillow still has the indentation of somebody's head. The couch looks like it's been slept on frequently. Looks pretty old. And you check in the fridge just because. Maybe it's your Stuffer Shack employee coming to bear. But you do check the fridge, and you do see in the back of the freezer, you find a sort of a wannabe Born identikit. There is there are 2 burner comm links. So you see 2 comm links that are rating 1. A standard cred stick that when you push the button it reads 250. And a Fischetti Security 600 light pistol.
Ooh.
Okay.
someone got out of here real quick.
Yeah, I share this with my image through my image link.
Mhm.
So you guys can see. Should I take this stuff?
I mean, you would hear Fisher go. I mean, if they're a burner comlinks, I always could take some more.
I pocket them.
Yes, you see in your AR, it's sort of each of those things is circled. It says "take?" Question mark. Take? Question mark.
And you just see a little like thumbs up symbol that's like an emoji that's like pew.
Put them in pockets next to my snacks. I check the microwave.
Like they
I like to
requested.
check the back of the toilet.
Okay. Yeah. So that's about all you find of interest in here. The bathroom has seen better days. I mean, somebody installed a toilet and a sink, in a cave, and it kind of looks it. The plumbing is old, but you get the sense from around here as they were expanding out, that's what they had to work with.
Okay.
So you claim the items and start to make your way out.
And when Nova steps in and I see she doesn't explode, I'll step in too and just kind of get another astral look to see if I can match the signature with with the spirit I saw earlier.
Yeah, go ahead and make another a sensing test.
As I leave, I say, "Too late. I already got all the good stuff."
Yeah, so the sort of residuals that you see here, it looks like either the spirit or its summoner or both have been in here frequently.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
And by then, the Scratcher are starting to come into sort of. They come into a range where they sort of, hey, how you doing?
You see, Fisher's has his back turned because I wanted to hack stuff.
You wanted to hack? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do that after we come back from our mid-session break, as we're now at the 10 o'clock hour Eastern time. And welcome back, everybody. We have just finished searching Suds' little cave with a sliding van door. Apparently he slept there a night ago. And I think we're about to encounter the four Scratcha that have been watching you guys as they approach toward a sort of a hailing distance and hey, how's it going?
And Violet turns to them and says, "How y'all doing? I sure like them boots."
Yeah, they're functional. You friend of Suds?
Are you friends of Suds?
No. Well, we've done business with him. He owes us money.
That is such a coincidence. He owes us money too. And we thought we might find him here. Y'all have any idea where he might be?
Go ahead and make an influence test. Fisher, are you still spoofing?
I'm turned around and I've pulled wires out of my my thing and I'm like plugged in and I'm like typing away. Just like back turned to them like.
So what command are you trying to spoof?
I'm trying to spoof two of the guns by using the fork program as well, to eject their ammunition.
Okay. So this is a cracking plus logic test.
Is that hacking as well, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
6, and I'm adding my. With my 6, can I re-roll one of the ones for an edge?
Yes.
All right. R/1d6. Nope, it's still
Okay.
a 1.
It's still a 1. It likes being a 1.
Yep, yep.
And you're still running baby monitor?
Yep.
Okay. Your Overwatch score is now 1.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Because this spoof command is illegal.
Yep, yep, yep.
These are basic devices or hooked to a basic comm link for a pan. You have no trouble ejecting the magazines on these two weapons. Let me roll some perception. Actually, what I should do.
And I got 6 successes on the influence roll, Bob.
Okay. All right.
I'm listening very intently to my earbuds to see if they react to it being ejected.
So they do not react immediately. They're apparently distracted by Violet.
And I start trying to hack into the other two.
Okay, go ahead and do that. So, he owes us 3,500. If you see him, he owes us 3,500.
Well, I will certainly pass that along. I'm sure he knows that he owes you, and he's probably hiding from all of us that he owes money to.
It's weird that he even has this place. We heard he got a down-home farming sin. Picked up the identity of a farmer in Snohomish.
Well, that's awful far from the water now, ain't it?
Yeah. Rented an apartment across from one of the agri firms. Ingersoll, I think it was. Like he was going to start farming or something.
Maybe there's secret money in farming that no one's telling us about.
Well, if there is, let him know not to come back here unless he gets our 3,500.
You got it, Jummer.
I just say over the comms, they don't have any bullets in their guns right now. And then I turn back around as I go. Sorry about that.
And then all of a sudden they all sort of look around. How'd that happen?
Well, ain't that just the most unlucky thing?
Yeah.
Weird stuff happening around here now, ain't it?
And they sort of bend over to pick up the magazines that have ejected.
All right, so since he's not here, why don't we see if we can go get something to eat? I'm starving. You just see him acting very awkwardly. He wants to get out of here.
Well, okay, bye. And I walk off with Fisher.
Yeah. So with them bending over and with the conversation being over, you have no trouble. If you extricate yourself from the conversation now, you can do that.
And I bump into one of them.
Don't do it.
Nope, I'm doing it.
You can if you'd like.
I want to bump into them and put a tag on.
Ooh. Okay. So go ahead and make it's a stealth test.
Yeah.
If you have the palming specialization, that'll help you.
I don't.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice.
I can't do shit about that. Sorry.
I'd like to stealth to stop him.
I think I'm gonna have to leave this character sheet open for a while, aren't I?
Oh no.
Oh my god, critical glitch.
Yeah. Yep. I fail very heavily. I drop the the tag on the ground.
Yeah, so it's one of those things like in D&D where you attempt to plant something on someone and it becomes an uncomfortable touch. And you sort of back off and he's like quickly bends over and grabs the magazine. He's like, "What the? Get out of here!"
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I'm pretty clumsy. I'm also hungry. And I just pick up my stealth tag and I look very defeated and walk away.
Excuse my associate. He's rather large. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I like
Walk
you
off.
see me very much like easily like rub a little bit of my horn on the side, like the side of the wall or the ceiling or wherever I can, because I want to act like I'm more clumsy than I am.
Okay. So with as we ramp up the awkwardness, you guys eventually do make your way out.
Can I leave a Watcher
good.
Spirit there?
So Watcher Spirit is a ritual.
Oh, okay.
You can leave your Force 4 Air Spirit if you'd like.
Yeah,
you
but
already
if it
summoned.
gets out of range and stuff, meh. We'll move on.
Go ahead and mark off your tracking device, by the way. The one you tried to plant.
Oh yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be a Watcher. I could summon a Force 1 Air just to keep watch.
You can certainly do that, yes.
Let's do that.
I do have one still though, just to let you know.
Okay.
For the next time I try to do this.
I imagined you had more than one.
Yep. I'm ready to do this all the time. I should probably give it to Mr. Bill, like realistically, when I actually trust you. But I do.
So one drain. And you get 4 services from that Force 1.
Drain. Okay, cool. And then my 4 services. So I'll say, please keep watch in here and inform me if anyone comes in.
Okay. And are you still sensing on the way out?
No, at this point I would have
Okay.
at this point I would have dropped it because I don't think the guy's here. So
All right.
But when we go to so I come out of the hole after leaving the air spirit, see these orcs and kind of give them the like once up and down before like just turning and walking away. And I am going to tell my Force 4. I kind of relay the sense and feel of the great form, and tell it to keep a watch out to see if it spots us or is following or anything like that.
Okay.
To the van.
Yep.
So you get to the van.
Yep. Let's book it to that.
And you drive. So you drive out of the underground
To Snohomish.
Snohomish. All right.
You will see that Fisher is just looking very sad. He's like, I tried, but I'm not good at it.
I'd like to take a look at these comm links that I picked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hand them over to Fisher. Actually, you know what?
all right.
Better yet.
Yeah, I'll check the comm links. I want to see what they've been used for, if possible.
Okay. So no test necessary. This is easy to get. Each of these is a Metalink comm link. So it's your basic bare bones comm link, the ones burner comm link. Each of them has on it a rating 1 fake sin, with names like John Smith and Mike Smith, his brother.
Right.
It's a real
His identical twin brother.
You see Fisher go, this is great, but it's not as good as Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. He pulls out 2 of his Metalink comm links with those sins on it, and then he tucks them away.
Did you tell me your aliases?
Yeah, I don't care.
That's what just happened.
Okay.
Okay. I got like 4 of them. So I did tell you all of them. Those are burner ones. You can know that all you want.
Send him a private message. Now Mr. Bell knows.
They're literally used to like if I get caught, I'm just gonna be like, there you go, take them. Because I have like real ones that I'd use, but not that one. I have like, and I'm gonna keep one of these for myself.
He's got real fake ones instead of just fake ones.
Yep. I love it.
Cool.
My goal is to have 10, so that I collect them like Pokemon.
I was gonna say like a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, so rating 1 sin is pretty basic. It's got essentially an ID card, and that's it.
So if they're not used for anything, I just say that, and then I'm like,
it basically these are the ones you've seen, Nova, all over the place in the Stuffer Shack. Like people come in with these rating 1 comm links all the time. You've seen some rating 1 sins. Maybe you've busted some people, maybe you haven't. But this is the kind of thing that you can go shopping with, but do nothing else official with.
Can you see who this gun is registered to?
yeah, let's look into that.
That gun is not registered to anyone.
Yeah. See?
Cool. I put it back in my pocket.
Can I see where it was sold from, or like does it have any of that kind of information?
It does not.
Okay, cool. I will take the comm links though, just more for my collection.
You think I don't look like a Mike?
No, unfortunately. I mean, if you is there a way to ever
way
change?
to assume my gender.
That's fair. I apologize.
I want one of them.
All right. Can I keep the other?
Yeah.
Great. Actually, I can do you one better. How would I go about changing a sin on a fake level 1 to like a name?
So changing a sin or making a sin, that's well beyond the scope of what normally you would do. Those are the things you go out and buy because
got it.
There are specialists for that. That being said, this rating 1 sin does not have a picture attached.
Cool.
So for rating 1 sin, you can call yourself Mike Smith.
Hell yeah.
And say that's me, and maybe it passes inspection, maybe it doesn't.
Cool. I'm still trying to understand all.
Mike's short for Michaela.
Mike's short for Michaela. There you go. Or what was the brother's name?
John.
The cops. Mike's short for Mike.
Mike is short for Mike. All right. I'll be the brother. Now we're siblings. And then he just kind of gives you a little tap on the shoulder with his fist. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, are you able to figure out where money comes from?
I could look into it, yeah.
I show him the cred stick.
Oh, nice. How would I do that?
So cred sticks are specifically made to be not traceable.
Got it.
Never mind, I take it back.
Yep.
Yeah, you got me there.
So, I mean, we talk frequently in Shadowrun about like using cash, but really what we're using is some sort of certified cred stick.
Right. I have like 2 that I probably used on the last mission and then used to like disseminate to your accounts. Because I brought them specifically for us to get paid on. For the party guy.
And you were each paid with a cred stick.
Yeah. I have more if we need them. Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
What is a data chip again?
So data chip is just a thing you store data on. Okay. It's like having
a USB.
Yeah,
a fancy USB.
Yes, thank you for saying USB. I was about to say floppy drive and date myself.
I know what that
is. But it's a USB port or USB drive or equivalent that you basically would plug into a data jack.
Got it. Thank you.
and it just stores information. Let's see. So you guys have another awkward van ride.
We get a
to-
fun fact from from our favorite Stuffer Shack employee.
Nah, not
Oh.
this time, bud.
Nah, bro.
They apparently have to be. They apparently have to be spontaneous. You can't just ask for them.
Yeah.
I don't just dance when I'm told.
That's fair. That's fair. You're a street samurai. You do
Does,
what you want.
Does my spirit find anything? Along
So
the way?
you, yeah. So a couple things happen. Actually, one thing happens. You sense from your Force 1 spirit that you left at the scene, that you left at the apartment, that big spirit came back.
What's it doing?
So it's giving the place a really serious once over in astral space. It really examines your spirit very closely.
Examine it back.
Okay.
Find out everything you can on it. You look into my soul, I'll look back.
Yes, indeed.
Like the
so we need
darkness.
it's all of its stuff is equal to its force, so it's going to roll 2 dice to a sense. Okay. So it gets no more than you did. Because it's not as perceptive as you were. It is able to sense that, the other spirit came back. It's a big spirit, and it examined the place pretty closely. And then it zips out.
Thank you. Keep watch. Let me know if anything else or
Okay.
anyone else comes through. So the big scary spirit definitely knows my signature. It'll know how to find me.
Oh. All right.
Well, is that his spirit or is that someone else?
Someone else's.
Is there not like a magic? Ooh, you can't find me. I'm hiding in
There
the
is.
magic
I
world.
have not had opportunity to sufficiently research or study or implement such skill yet.
All right. So
Does-
now we have a target on our back.
Does it know your name?
And with that silent awkwardness.
I love
You
you,
know what?
Roland.
You know what? I do have a fact for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, the original name of Snohamish was Katyville.
Ah,
Yeah.
having grown up here my whole life, I had no idea about that.
Yup. Named after the founder, Mr. Katie. And then it was like 20 years later they changed it.
Snow is just kind of cooler sounding, I will say.
Fascinating.
Sounds like a sneeze, but okay.
It's
So
actually,
what-
and I say a fact back, it's actually the name of one of the local Native American tribes.
So we're heading to Snohomish.
Mhm.
Correct.
Write that one down.
To
And-
search for
And almost as soon as you enter Snohomish, there's this almost sudden phase transition from tall buildings city to low buildings and farmland.
Everybody who
Okay.
everybody who's connected with me, your AR suddenly has travel information about some Snohomish. It pops up in the corner of your of your vision.
do not send me one.
Does it look like an ad? Is it like a?
Somewhat, yeah. It's like a hotel,
Oh.
like.
Can I block that?
But you do see that it's labeled with Green Mansion.
Got it. Yeah, I also opt out of that.
Yeah, where is unsubscribe from this email? No, reason I did not sign up for this in the first place.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I'm getting if I'm getting messages from him specifically, is there a way to like reverse travel on that like message to like get some more information on the Green Mansion since I'm getting ads for them anyway?
There is, if you want to spend the time doing that.
I absolutely do.
All right.
All right.
So you can make a matrix search.
All right. Great.
So you get an edge from your browse program.
Mhm.
It's an electronics plus intuition test.
Okay. That's a 2. I'm going to use one. So I have 5 with the one from this. What am I gonna do? I think I'm going to spend how many to re-roll the? It's 4 to re-roll all the fails, right?
That's correct.
And then just 1 to re-roll whatever is not a fail. Like I could spend 4 to re-roll 4 of them.
You can spend 4 to re-roll everything that's not a 5 or 6.
Oh, cool.
Or you could spend 1 edge per die to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the one that's everything that's not a 5 or 6.
Okay. So it's 4 edge, and it looks like you're going to re-roll 7 dice.
Yeah. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3 hits off that. So 5
5 total. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah, you're gonna get some more info.
So basically, I get that pop up, and I'm like,
Let me follow this back.
Yeah.
While everyone else is blocking the ads, I was like, oh, that looks real nice.
Yeah, so the ad has like in the background, it's like got like the Green Mansion, it's got a hotel in the background. What you get, Fisher, is there's not a hotel attached to it anymore. And what you remember is that something happened a few years ago where there were a bunch of people shot and killed, and that hotel got razed. But you're kind of digging back, and the details are pretty scarce.
Got it. So what I start doing with that information is I collect it and put it in a little file, and I encrypt that file inside my little thing.
Okay.
So that I can send it to the rest of the party later when Mr. Bell is not around.
I'm always going to be around, Randy.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
No, I know.
That is awesome. Okay. So as you drive into Snohomish, or rather as the van drives itself into Snohomish, because you're otherwise engaged, it is as close to a breadbasket as it gets in the Metroplex. You do see signs all over the place. Much of the area is run by 2 agribusinesses. One is called Aqua Arcana, that runs a lot of the krill or other aquatic stuff. And the other is Ingersoll Berkeley, that runs a lot of the soy production. And it's as close to an actual soy plant as you'll see in the Metroplex. That is the plant form that you see before it gets into the paste that you pull out of your apartment dispenser. And the first place you go and sort of following the trail, following that direction where Curie, you saw the spirit go earlier, you kind of end at, there is a main Ingersoll Berkeley farm that on one side is bordered by a city of identical 4-story apartment buildings that are arranged in a grid pattern.
So the orcs said the Ingersoll side was the rumor of where he was. I can go do a quick scan, see if I can find anything.
I think that's a
Right.
really good idea. And he means that very nicely. And she just like pops out and he goes, see? And he turns around to the others and goes, see, I try to be nice. And this is what I get every single time. And then he's just leaning in his seat with his arms crossed, kind of.
I'm gonna more carefully than usual zip around, Bob, because usually I just like grid pattern, go, 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 go. But now that I know mages are involved, there could be wards. So I am gonna a little more carefully kind of zip through and like make sure that as I pass through each wall, that the next wall isn't gonna ouch me.
Oh boy. Okay. So go ahead and make an astral test.
Signatures?
Sure.
So that's what I'm looking for, yeah. 3.
3. Okay. So you do get to a place. There are a couple of places that are astrally active. A couple of spirits here and there, but not many. You do catch. Do you catch with 3? Yes. You do catch in one building, the 4th floor. There is an apartment on the corner of the building that has some interesting stuff inside. And what you see inside is the signature of the person you're looking for. And you get the sense that, so with 3 successes, I should just keep this table open. His magic is, let me make sure I don't lie to you here. His magic is lower than yours. He does have with him a similar looking water spirit. He is holding what looks to be a wooden case, and it's open, and you can see a dagger.
Ooh.
And it's unmistakable because it does glow in astral space.
Yep. I can't resist getting
I
a
will
better
show
look
that
at the dagger.
to you.
Yeah. So my first instinct is to call my spirit and tell it to engulf him so he can't like run away while we come to get him. But like as soon as I see the dagger, I really want to get a closer look and try to identify what it does.
So there's more.
Oh goodness.
Before you keep planning. So with 3 hits, all you get is that it's magical.
Okay.
So the sense you get is that there is some sort of masking on the thing that you're just barely seeing through.
Ooh.
You also see hanging out in astral space, sort of hovering over Suds, as Suds sort of does the "my precious" with the dagger. You also see
Uh-oh.
a rather large blood spirit.
Nope. Don't like that. Don't
And it
like
is-
that.
And you do sense that it is bigger than you.
Okay. I'm gonna zip back to my body. So I was passed out in the back, and I just come to and go, drive that way. It's that building. It's fourth floor apartments. There is a big, scary blood spirit there, but the dagger's there. The knife is there, and his water spirit is there. But if we don't move now, we're going to lose them all. Be ready to go in, guns blazing.
Okay.
You see, as you are coming back to your body, Curie, it is following you.
Ah, it's here. Protect us, I say to the water spirit.
Okay. So in the van, so in astral space, do you pop out of astral space?
Well, I came back too.
Right, you came back to your body. Do you like shut down your astral senses so you're not astrally active?
If I knew it was following me, absolutely not. I want to see what this thing is doing.
Okay. So let's do.
It's gonna ouch me, guys. It's gonna ouch me real good.
Mhm.
If I go down, get the dagger. Get the dagger.
I don't even know your name.
That's true.
If I die, you never will.
All right, so let's pull up a nice turn order here. And we'll have, for now, the people who are the astral people roll initiative.
Because I can't do anything with this.
So it'll be astral initiative.
Astral initiative. Okay, so
I would love to just pull out my 2 guns and then look in the opposite direction.
Hang on, I need to. Have you rolled yet?
I have not yet, because
Okay,
I was about to ask. My astral initiative is 9 plus 2d6, plus I have my 3, my increased reflexes too.
So the increased reflexes is physical, so it will not
Only
help your
physical?
astral.
Okay. Let me just roll this then. And then, do you want me to roll one for my air spirit too?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me open that character sheet.
I think you should have access to control it.
I think so. Yep. Okay. So initiative, astral initiative.
Oh, you have to click on your tokens first.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry. I'm just this is
Uh-huh.
I'm scared, guys. Here's water spirit. Water. Astral. There. Okay.
So I'll use the 18 it rolled before.
Cool. There's me. Clicked me. Now I go, ooh, this is so scary.
And I'll use the 15 you rolled before.
Okay.
So in fact, the spirit, the enemy spirit, will just astral combat your water spirit, or your air spirit.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and make an astral test for your. Oh, sorry, it's let's see.
Close combat.
Astral. So it should
just
have
So skills, it has astral, athletics, close combat, exotic ranged weapon, or perception.
It should be using astral. That's what you use for astral combat.
Oh, okay.
And it yields an edge to the blood spirit.
Oop. And it uses what attribute for that?
Believe that is intuition.
Okay. 4 hits. Hey, that's only one. That's only one net.
Yeah, that's not bad. Excuse me. So it will soak, I believe that is 5p.
Okay, 5p.
Yep.
So what does it roll for?
With willpower.
2 hits. Okay, so
So it takes 3 boxes.
Where its boxes here?
And at that point, Fisher, you hear the screaming, "Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!" So you can step on it if you'd like.
Will.
Okay. Then the air spirit will probably engage the blood spirit to try to protect you. Is that correct?
Yeah, because I told it to protect us.
Yep.
I'm still trying to find its damage tracker.
Because it's set up. It's not set up in a regular PC sheet. I'll keep track of that.
Okay.
Is
So
Mr.
it's got 3
Bell doing
boxes.
something here too? Did you roll astral initiative? Are you?
He? He did
Do I need
not.
to?
I mean, you could. I think you did. Bob, didn't you say everyone who has astral whatever?
No, who
Oh,
is
okay.
currently astral? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do. I can't do anything.
Got it.
Mr. Bell can shift to astral perception to see what's going on if he wants, and then roll. Or just or nah, and we'll just roll with it.
Quick question, because this is my first time dealing with astral fights. For the people of us who have nothing to do with magic, or I have nothing to do with magic, you guys might have magic. What does that look like? How does that?
You do not
still
see,
get attacked by?
So-
No, you are
So-
completely separate from astral space.
Yes. Right now, since my astral vision is on, I am
Mhm.
dual natured. So I exist in both the physical and the astral plane, which means it can attack me from the astral. On my turn, I'm going to turn off my astral vision, which will mean it has to manifest to the physical plane to keep attacking me.
Got it.
And that's when you can shoot it real hard.
Got it. I'm driving, but yes.
Isn't the van driving?
Now I'm like flooring it
Oh,
because I got told get out.
So so you need to roll an astral for the air spirit.
Astral combat, sorry. Astral,
And so the astral plus logic.
plus logic. Go. 5 hits. Ooh, that's good job, spirit. Oh, that's 7 hits.
Okay.
that's chunky.
And by the way, your spirit yielded another point of edge to the blood spirit.
Of course it did.
Fury.
I am going to turn off astral vision.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold action for when this thing manifests to put a big old ice spear in its face.
Okay. And as you guys drive down the street, it does not materialize. You do eventually catch that your spirit goes away. It is
Yeah,
it is
I figured
eventually
that was gonna
defeated.
happen. Yeah. So I pointed out the apartment that we need to get to. So Fisher, were you heading that direction?
Absolutely. You basically were yelling to us to go there. So yes. I figure there's something that's happening right now. And do you look like beat? Like, are you bleeding? Are you?
I have not been hit yet.
Okay.
Luckily, the spirit intercepted the big spirit. So
You see Fisher just sort of like holding the wheel, like pressing the gas pedal, like very awkwardly because he doesn't usually do this.
yeah. So as soon as the car stops, like I'm gonna urge everyone to climb out and get to that apartment before that guy runs or the blood spirit.
how many floors up?
Fourth floor.
4th floor. Is there a window?
Yes.
How realistic is it with wall run for me to get up there?
Let's see. I think it's not too much to ask, but let's find out. I just want to see your wall running real quick. And use the sprint action to run up a vertical surface. Okay. For a single action. Okay. Yeah, so you think 4th floor, you could probably manage that.
Please join me at your earliest convenience. And I take a dash for the door using the wall.
You guys park, and he's the first one out, and you see as he starts to run up the wall toward one of the windows of this apartment. So with that, we'll go ahead and take we'll break to our final 5-minute break of the session.
Good, I need to calm down.
And then we're gonna go to a map and actual fighting.
Yay!
Wow. Thank you all for joining us through this tense moment. Someone else talk about the things we talk about.
Yeah. So, hey, are you watching our stream and enjoying what you're seeing? Do you want to win a free copy of a PDF of the core rulebook? You can do that by typing #RemPC. Is that what it is?
#RemPC.
Then you get a free entry to join our drawing for that, which we do at the end of the show. Or, hey, you like these actors and performers? You could also just donate because all of the donations that you give using New Yen, I believe rimalturns.com/New Yen, will go to us actors and performers who I think, not me so much, but everybody else could really use it. No, I could use it too, please. But basically, if you do donate anything through the New Yen link, what you can do is get more entries into that drawing at the end of the night, which means for every $5 you get one extra entry, and you can get more and more. So whatever you want to do. But the coolest part is that whoever donates the most by the end of the night gets to have some message or saying or pun read by your choice of cast member.
Yeah, I hear there's a pun battle at the end of the episode.
So join us. And I'm sort of joking, but we really appreciate just your views. And if there is any way that you can support, if you're able, that is always greatly appreciated. So thank you. And
welcome back. We are now in the fight portion of the program. As, despite Curie's better intentions, they are apparently going to fight this blood spirit and a mage and whatever else is waiting for them. So we're now rolling initiative. I've put everybody on the map. And so if you're looking at the map, most of you guys are in the bottom right. The bottom left is where Mr. Bell is, as he runs up the wall toward the window, and the apartment where you need to be. And so I've got everybody except for my NPCs, of course. Where is he? There he is.
Oh, shit. You are very far from us, Spud. I don't like that.
This is where me and Roland's lack of knowledge of how this game actually works is gonna lead to more fun. Roland's like, I can go in there, and it's about to be like, yeah, because you have astral stuff. Oh no.
Oh no, be safe. You're so cute. Oh no.
Ooh, Othamo.
Oh damn.
A what?
An Othamo, whatever that is.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it has a special name, so I don't like it either.
Oh no, it's a named thing.
I hate things with names. That's why I just call him the Decker.
Okay, so we're going to start with Mr. Bell as he crashes into the window. So we'll actually cycle down to his point in the order, and we'll pick up the initiative order from there.
Well, I don't want to break through the window. I will dangle off my one hand on the windowsill, grab my combat knife, and I want to stab under it and try to pry it up slowly.
Okay.
And then kind of get a peek.
So go ahead and make a, we'll call this a strength and body test. It's a lifting test if you have the button on your character sheet.
Yep. Lift and carry.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you have no trouble. You're strong enough. You sort of. I mean, that's a pretty good roll with 6 dice. You jam the combat knife under there, and it's apparently in just the right position that it. I mean, the thing is latched. The window's latched, but you pop it, and the latch just sort of pops off as the window rises, and you see inside.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Perfect. No, perfect. Go ahead.
So you see inside. Should make a perception test.
Where are you?
Because you don't see anything immediately. Then you definitely don't see anything.
Did our edge reset for this?
Nope.
Great. Hold on, I'm looking at cheat sheet. So
How dare you not know everything about your character, says the guy who is literally flipping pages through the book all night.
So you can if you have 2 edge, you can make that 4 into a 5, which is a hit, or reroll to your 2 1s.
if I just get 2 hits, is that better?
That's better.
But not like, I mean, it's like better good or better like I've improved it by a small amount.
better is good.
Can I just spend 1 edge to reroll?
You can.
Yeah, reroll 1.
Yep. But if that doesn't become a hit, you're stuck with the 1.
Okay. Let's just
You're gonna gamble it?
gamble, y'all.
All right.
Oh. Yeah. Nice.
So no, you actually don't see anything in there.
Okay. I would like to go stealth and try to get through the window as quietly and as unseen as possible.
Okay. So don't bother. Actually, go ahead and take the edge for the electrochromic, but do not bother. You don't need to bother rolling because they are all astrally perceiving.
Oh. Okay.
So they will see. Actually, no. Make a stealth test because you have some expectation that maybe somebody is astrally perceiving, and maybe you can keep out of line of sight of that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow. Most impressive.
Dang.
Okay, so you are in. And you're kind of, it's like in the movies, you're kind of hiding behind the curtain, and it's like a floor-length curtain,
Perfect.
and somehow they don't see you.
Perfect.
Fisher.
yeah. I'm not good at fighting. I could be. Yes, Sarah. How dare you?
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
No. I want to check this building out. Make sure all of the electronics that I want to break into this host system as much as I can, so that I can see if someone is trying to like run somewhere, so I can direct people. I want to help as in the best way that I can using technology.
Are you trying to be subtle about it?
No.
No. Okay,
Like,
so this is you're
this
in
is
the
a
brute
cast.
force.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're running in and trying to grab this guy, right? I want to lock. What I want to do is lock this guy in as much as I can.
So go ahead and make a cracking plus logic test.
All right.
This is hacking.
Yeah, and as always, have the baby monitor program up because I'm gonna need it on this one. Because I'm doing illegal stuff.
Yes, you are. And by the way,
Yep.
Mr. Bell, since you have cat-like, you get a bonus edge
Nice.
for the balance falling landing safely. So for balance.
I should have 3 edge altogether then, just to be sure.
That sounds right, yes.
Okay. Cool. Now I'll keep track of it more diligently.
So that is enough to get access because ties go to the acting character and not the defending character. You do, however, have an Overwatch score of 3.
All right.
That is a major action. So
Got it.
unless you have a minor action you want to spend,
I don't know what are minor actions I can do now that I'm
boy.
in.
In the Matrix. So
Is there a chart?
there's a Matrix action chart.
Yes. Oh, right. I just saw that page. Okay, I'm on it. Well, I'm gonna enter the host
Okay.
because that's a minor action. So I
That is a minor
get
action.
access to it, and then you see my avatar, which, as I said last time, has this like creepy, like sort of ghost-like mask skeleton on it, sort of just like creeping up to the host and just opens the little door or whatever, goes in.
And this is brute force, so you like put your shoulder into
Yeah.
it and you're
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. I like to imagine that he's a mage in the Matrix, so he kind of like a video game type mage. So he's like, "Ooh," and then like disappears inside.
All right.
I guess that's my
Okay,
turn.
he is not doing anything right now. Oh, that thing. It will spend the 2 edge it has previously gotten to turn a 4 into a 5. So it is able. So the blood spirit sort of, you sense, Mr. Bell, that it has turned its attention to you. It does spend its turn materializing. So you see this sort of blood moon sort of materialize into physical space.
Okay.
Killing hands it when you get a chance.
So I guess Nova is running up. And she'll use a major action to sprint. Okay. It is not its turn to go. The water spirit is not doing anything. Violet.
I would like to. Did Curie tell us if there were any other living signatures in the building, or is it just these?
I did not mention. I just focused on the apartment we needed to get to and the fact that there was a very scary blood spirit. And I mentioned the water one, but very scary blood spirit.
So all you got was very scary blood spirit.
Okay. So for a minor action, I'd like to use empathic sense to see if there are other astral signatures in the building.
Okay. go ahead and make your perception test.
5 hits, not bad.
So you do have to be able to see targets for empathic
do I?
sense. Yes. So it's less a scanner sort of thing and more a Deanna Troy sort of thing.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, I'm just going to use my major action to use commanding voice to tell people to evacuate the building.
Okay. So you do see a couple of people come out of these two apartments, and they run toward the stairs. That'll bring us to Mr. Bell.
The spell shroud that I have, would that be useful for anything at the moment?
At the moment, you are not subject of any detection spells, so it will not help.
Oh, okay. To my right there, where I'm standing, is that a door?
So what you see in here, so this is like this is a cabinet. So this is the wall between apartments. So you see a door here to the bedroom. You see a door here that is ostensibly to the bathroom. There are a couple other windows here. So there's the one he came in. There's another one here, and a couple over here.
And what does homie look like? What's his name?
Suds.
Suds.
Tags.
So you've seen a picture of him.
But I mean, like, what's he doing at the moment?
Oh, sorry.
Can I see him?
Yeah, he's sort of so the trid is on, and he's sort of sitting back. He might have been watching the trid, but he's really looking down at this dagger.
Okay.
And it's a sort of it's a my precious sort of thing.
Right. All right, Belle.
I'm sorry, it's like 2080. I don't get that reference anymore.
I'm sure they've made a bunch of remakes.
I'm sure it's been remade. There's
a few different themes, yeah.
Every time it's been remade, people get sassy about it.
Yeah.
It's a different like line too. Like they changed the line. I'm gonna. What's this deal here?
That's the blood spirit.
That's the thing. So that's the thing you don't see.
Oh. I mean, that's not true. It's right there. No, I'm just kidding.
But he feels it, you said? He feels the presence of it or something? Nope. Got it. It just is tracking you and cutting.
I put it there just to put it there. It is nothing that you see.
All right. Then, since I don't see it, I'm going to sprint for the front door.
Okay.
And go to open it.
Okay. So yeah, you have no problem getting there and open the door.
And then can I see them down the hall?
Yeah, as you sort of peek out, you do see, you see Nova down the hall.
Okay. And so in comms, you guys hear doors open. And I think I'm gonna wait. I don't want to fight that thing by myself.
It's gonna murder you, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
Like you and me have no idea what it actually does.
Yeah. I fear I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna just try to stay undercover around the corner, outside of the hallway.
Okay, Fisher.
Yeah. So I'm in the host. I assume I have access to like the cameras, maybe.
Yeah.
In the building. What else am I seeing within this host?
So you see camera. So there's a node for cameras. There's I guess it's all one node. It's like there's cameras. There's fire alarms. It's all sort of the security system of the building.
Right. Okay. And so I can't see inside of the building, but I imagine I saw the door open on that floor because that's where I'm.
Yeah,
paying
you
attention.
definitely saw this door open.
Right. And so,
Mr. Bell, did you step outside or?
Yeah, I want to step
Okay.
outside and be around the
And-
corner.
And by the
Yeah.
way, you should be able to move your token where you want to be.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can see Mr. Bell steps out. He is no longer shielded by that 8 hits he rolled earlier because he's out in the open.
right.
What you get is there are cameras in the hallways,
All right. And
and there are
fire
exterior cameras and the fire alarms.
Cool. I say over the comms to everybody, why don't we get him to run towards all of you guys instead of you guys just running into this space? I can set off the alarms and see if he moves with it. That way, Mr. Bell, you could get behind him and we could sort of pincer him in the hallway.
Yeah.
Get his stuff. Get the dagger.
He knows that I'm here.
Wait,
My voice is noticeably different.
He knows you're there?
There's a blood spirit, and it's following me.
Yeah, but the blood spirit isn't him, I don't think.
He's
the water
preoccupied with the dagger.
spirit. Got it. So he wouldn't want it to burn or anything. But yes, I see what you're saying. Okay. I will do what I can. I don't know what I can do in this situation, so.
What do you want to do?
What I would like to do is make sure aside from his astral form, I can't really control any of that. But I want to lock down the floor so that if he tries to run, he can't. I want to get that dagger and then when we are running, open it and then close it back.
So you want to lock down the floor?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you think you might be able to do that. You have enough access that if you do a spoof command or a control device, you can essentially you'd be locking down the elevator. So there are elevators here,
Mhm.
and then the only stairwell is where you guys are, or where the rest of the group is.
Right. Yep. Let's do that. So spoof command that.
Okay.
All right. That is cracking and logic.
And logic. Yep.
Yeah.
So that gives you at least 1 edge.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to give you 2 edge.
Yeah.
Because this is not a terribly powerful server or host server.
Cool. And so I just yell at everyone that the floor is at least locked down. So get in there, get out, and then I'll lock it behind you guys so he doesn't continue to chase you, at least physically.
On the other hand, your Overwatch score does go up another 3, so it's now 6.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to Suds. What does Suds want to do? Suds is hanging there. He's paying. So, Mr. Bell, you saw as you went by, he was not paying attention to you. He was paying attention to the dagger. The blood spirit, however, sort of squeezes and pours out the door here.
I don't like that description.
And let's see, what is your... So it's going to try to melee attack you. What is your defense rating?
Where are you?
If you click on core, it's in the upper right, right under core combat info. It says DR. and
Oh,
then your-
5.
Okay.
DR5?
You're 5. So you do yield an edge to the blood spirit.
Great.
And then you're going to roll a defense roll.
It's right next to your DR.
No, I rolled it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So now you need a soak, and you're soaking 6 boxes of damage. As it drenches you in blood, and the blood sort of scrapes at you somehow, like it's solid. So next to the defense, there should be a soak button.
Oh, I see. There to go. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Can I do a thing?
You can certainly spend edge, yes.
Okay. Back to my cheat sheet. Mm-hmm.
This is scary.
Get it on her. Mm-hmm. Cover. Well. Oh, there's so much to read to just like spend an edge. Single die. +1 to a single die roll. No. What should I don't know what to do. What should I do?
Yeah, because you rolled a 3 and a 1. So your best bets at this point are you can spend 1 edge each to reroll the 2 dice.
Oh, all right.
Or 3 edge to buy an automatic hit.
Let's do 1 each to reroll 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 2d6. Come on, baby. Did I win?
No.
Oh,
No.
So you take 5 boxes of physical damage.
Okay, and I drop immediately, huh?
Well, no, you should have. So when you look at your character sheet, it's still under. So under core, it should have a grid of boxes.
Okay.
So you're going to fill from the top. You're going to fill, and you should see it if I do this. So you should see 5 of them just went shaded.
Yeah, I see it.
So what that does is, since you filled the first row, you're at -1 to -1 die to anything else you do.
Oh, cool.
Because you're wounded.
Yeah.
You are still up, but you are less happy about it than you were half a second ago.
Yeah. Still smiling though.
Can I ask where those boxes are on the core? I'm missing it. Sorry. Like for damage. I just want to make sure I know for the future.
Oh, so it's under condition monitor. So if it's not there, there's the little gear thing, the tool. So I'll do that.
Got it. Thank you. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so the little tool sort of toggles whether you see the boxes or not. Okay, so that was the Blood Spirit. Nova.
Ooh.
Oh, Roland. One thing you can do, I think, is soak some of that damage with a body roll. Is that true? How's that?
He just did that.
Oh,
that was
okay.
That was the soak roll.
Yeah, I failed it miserably.
Got it.
Hey, Bob, I haven't gone yet. I thought I was on there. Now it doesn't look like I am.
You are not on there. So go ahead and click your token and roll again.
I had a 17. Where am I? Come back, me.
You're over here.
There I am. Roll initiative.
There's like this thing where everybody has to tell each other their name first before to be able to list it on the initiative. It's what it is.
So we'll move you up, and so we skipped your last turn.
Oopsie.
So we'll have you go ahead and go now.
So I can.
And then we'll go again when you get to your 17.
Okay, so how much can I move? How?
So I believe a normal movement, which is a minor action, is 10 meters.
And each box is how many?
Each box is, I believe, it's 1 meter.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
So you could
10.
get-
That gets me there, right?
Yeah, that's about right.
And then, so that's a minor action.
Yep.
And then if I'm going to use a major action to keep running.
Then I think it's 15 meters for a major action.
Okay.
And I think you can supplement that with a sprinting test. Athletics.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sprinting, that is not a skill I have.
Athletics?
Nope.
Okay. So I believe that
Agility?
is agility minus, so it's default to agility.
Okay.
And
You're
2
gonna have
per
it as a
hit.
skill?
Oof.
I cast magic at things. I don't have to run.
Yep.
Okay,
This
and
would
then
prove to the contrary.
because I've got my increased reflexes and that's physical, does that get me any extra?
It doesn't get you any extra movement, but remember, because it gave you extra dice, you get extra minor actions.
Oh, okay. So I get 3 extra minor actions because I kept 3 dice.
Yes.
Oh, sweetheart, I am bypassing you.
So that means so you can only spend 1 minor action to move in a given turn and 1 major action to sprint. You can, however, if you have another major action you want to do and you have 4 minor actions, you can convert those.
Another major action I want to do.
Like if you want to cast a spell or
Oh.
something.
Okay. So tell you what
have-
then, because this map is big and I didn't quite see this. So I'm going to go back to where I was with my minor action there.
So with your yep. So there you spent your minor action.
Now I can see that big spirit at the end of the hall, right?
Oh yes.
Cool. Let's just go ahead and ice spear him.
Okay.
Let's start with that and see what that gets me. Do I have to call a force for this?
No. So this is just a straight sorcery spellcasting test. What is your attack rating?
Attack rating is
You do have to 11. Okay. So neither of you yields edge to the other.
okay. And then here we go for ice spear.
Eye spear?
I can amp up and stuff. How do I do that?
So you can amp up so you can add damage to the base damage of the spell. For each point of base damage, it costs you 2 more drain.
For each point, it's 2 more drain.
Yep.
Ooh. And right now I've got ice spear is how much drain am I? So that's 5 already that I'm facing. So if I do that, my drain would be up to 7. And
it
would that turn physical?
Well, it should already be physical. Oh, sorry. The drain. Yeah, the drain would be physical. That's right.
Okay. I think honestly, this thing has me spooked. So I'm gonna up it by 1 and go with the physical. Submit. I got 3 hits with 1 amp up. I don't have any out of 12 dice, guys. This is how I roll. Ugh.
Do you have any edge you want to throw behind that?
I've been failing all the time.
What was that, Bob?
Do you have any edge you want to throw behind that?
I'm out of edge.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do a defense roll. So that will miss.
No. Can I do anything with my minor actions to fix that?
Sadly, no.
Can I give her edge, or do I have to do that on my turn?
Normally you have to do that on your turn. However, since we've already gone through the order one time and you haven't spent all your minor actions, you can do that. It costs you 2 to give her 1.
To give her 1, right? So Sarah, I can give you 4 edge, and you can use the 2 edge to change that. Or sorry, I will spend 4 edge to give you 2 to change one of those 4s to a 5.
Oh.
And then it's a tie.
And then it's a tie, which will go to you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Jen.
Done. That's what I built this character for.
Awesome. All right, so that's a hit. There's an amp up, and I'm fine on my drain, surprisingly. That was where I got my 9 hits out of 12. Whew.
Yeah. And so Ice Spear does a base. So what's the base damage on your spell?
Let's see.
Oh, I got it here. It's half your magic round up plus the net hits plus the amp up. So it's 4p. So it takes 1 box.
What? It takes 1 box?
1 box.
Well, this was fun, guys. I'm going to go back to the car. Let's call it
yeah, so it almost passes through it, but it does sort of, as it impacts, it does sort of freeze part of the blood that it's made of.
Ooh. All right, I do still have 3 minor actions, but I'll just look at what I can do with minor actions for right now.
As I look at what the chilled status does.
Ooh, I gave it a status? That's good. That's
good. Ice Spear gives cold elemental damage and the chilled status.
Yay! I did a thing.
For a number of combat rounds equal to the net hits, which is 0.
You know, you get my hopes up, Bob.
And then I just dash them.
And then you attack them with a magic dagger and blood spirits. So, thanks.
It's what I do.
All right, minor actions. Yeah, I'll just hold those for now.
Okay. So let's see. Nova. Ugh. So I think Nova is just going to shoot. Oh, that's terrible.
What's terrible?
4 hits on 18 dice.
Ooh.
She has 3 edge left. All right. Well, we'll see where that leads. Okay. So she shoots at it and does no damage. This is where I need to pull another token on the board.
Wait, another token?
Yep. And I know at this point, Sarah, you're thinking, what? Why another token?
It's a friend, right? A friendly friend?
So this is the spirit, the great form spirit you saw before that was following you.
Wait, where is it?
It is down here at the end of the hall.
Oh, God, this map's big. Oh my God, there's another one.
I mean, they're the same size. I'm just at least the tokens up.
Maybe it's a friend.
Maybe it's here to protect you. Maybe you've done some good in your.
Have you met me?
No. I know nothing about your character.
And
doesn't share.
so it spends its it spends its actions, its major action materializing. So, Curie, we're back to you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
I
Cast with an amp up.
yeah. And can what does take aim do? I saw that minor action.
I believe that gives you an edge on your next ranged attack.
Hey.
We'll call it that for now, and I'll look it up after the session.
It's an edge. I have an edge. One whole edge. Okay. I'm gonna take aim, and I am going to do the thing where I shoot it with an ice spear and Kamehameha this thing. Let's see. Here's my amp up is 1. Go. Oh, increase area, no. What is 3 hits? It's dumb. Oh my god.
Yep, that's going to miss. So now the drain test. Since Chad is reminding me to make sure you take your drain test.
2 physical.
2 physical, okay.
So basically what happens, I try to cast it and go, and because at the power I'm casting it, I actually, like, my fingertips and arms start to freeze over. And it hurts. that hurts. That's frostbite.
Violet.
So I am gonna move up into the area with my friends here.
Okay.
And I would like to
And you should be able to move your token.
yes. Okay. And this is the hallway that
Yep.
leads into the building or between the apartments?
It's between the apartments.
Okay.
So it's an interior hallway.
All right. Cool. So I would like to use enthralling performance, and because it's going to be a voice thing, I'm going to pull out my guitar and sing a song, which is very appropriate in the middle of combat. And,
You're a battle bard.
yeah. And I have a vocal control, which is going to give me an edge because I'm going to attempt to distract Suds from looking at the dagger so that Mr. Bell can get in there and grab it. So enthralling performance is a minor action.
Mm-hmm.
Vocal control is passive. And I think that's everything that I can.
So then you can roll your skill plus magic.
Right. So it is my performance plus my magic.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that roll very much.
nice.
So enthralling
So-
performance lets them be. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It lets them be mesmerized and
And the
it's
number of
sort
hits is the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's the threshold for the perception test.
mhm. And they can be distracted and entranced for a maximum of charisma plus magic times net hit minutes. But if they're attacked, it shakes them out of it.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular song you're singing?
I am going to sing a song about a man who left the city for the simple life. Turns out that the simple life was. It's going to be Country Boy Blues.
Country Boy Blues. All right. So, Mr. Bell, you hear from down the hall, and you see now that Violet has pulled out a guitar and starts into the first couple of the first verse of a song that must be called Country Boy Blues. And it is now your turn, Mr. Bell.
Can I get around this thing? Can I walk through it? Can I do a maneuver?
You can do a. It'll be an athletics test to sort of tumble by it. If you have gymnastics, and I think your cat-like gives you an edge for that.
Yeah. So with my whatever, my flexibility, I want to try to like slump down under it or something to get inside. I'm sorry, what was it again? Athletics?
Athletics.
Oh, and I haven't. You said I got an edge? Cool.
Yeah, you got an edge from your cat-like quality.
Okay. Oh
damn. My. Oh, every die a hit.
Wow.
So yeah, I kind of get low under it, even on all fours, kind of, and like slide into the room, and then I want to sprint towards Suds, whatever.
Sugs.
And then can I tell that he's distracted?
Yeah. So you can see he's still kind of looking at the dagger, but not really. He's sort of, the eyes are glazed over and sort of nodding his head to the tune.
So I flip out my dagger and I hold it just between 3 fingers, and I go to reach for the one with my other hand. I go to reach for his to pull it away.
And do a switcheroo.
I don't. If he makes a sudden move, I'm going to stick him.
Oh, okay. So it's not a switcheroo. It's a defensive measure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a
pick it up too.
a stealth test for palming.
Okay. If I don't have like palming or anything like that, just generally stealth.
It's just stealth, yeah.
Okay. Come on, roll 20.
And you'll get an edge for the song. And that's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you sort of sweep in and you basically pull the dagger out of its case. I mean, it wasn't like. I mean, there's like an indentation there's an indentation in the case where it's meant to be secured, but it wasn't really secured because the guy was holding it.
Right.
As you sort of sweep the dagger out with your hand.
I try to put it behind my back and put it in the sheath from my combat dagger to see if it fits in there.
It's maybe about the right length, but it kind of rattles a bit.
That's fine.
Because this dagger's more of a stiletto and less of a combat knife.
Okay.
But that'll bring us to Fisher.
Yeah, who is in the watching all of this go by, and he's like, "Oh my goodness." He's basically, I'm keeping my my hand on the pulse of like what's going on, and as soon as like our friends are all out of this room and building, I'll lock the door to like trap the guy in there with this blood spirit. Maybe it's him. Yeah, so that's the plan.
Okay.
I guess I saw that I could turn the lights off or turn up the speakers, but I feel like that wouldn't be helpful for the rest of us. So I think I'm gonna wait right now, but maybe that's as he's trying to run away, I turn off the lights kind of.
Okay.
I do want to give my edge to someone because I don't need it right now. So let's give it to the only person who's been doing a lot of damage. Curie, you get some extra edge. You get let me double check how much.
So it costs you 2 to give her 1.
Right. Oh wait. Oh, there's a lot of characters on the info page now. It cost me 2 to give her 1.
Yes,
You
that's
get
correct.
2. You get 2.
Okay.
I spent 4.
Thank you.
Yep. I mean, you're attacking. I'm watching. I'm like
Trying
sitting there with
real hard.
virtual popcorn. But I'm terrified for you guys. That's the other thing.
All right. So that brings us to Suds, and Suds seems not to have noticed. He's still not along with music, and with that, we come to the Blood Spirit. And I'm going to make you guys wait to see what the Blood Spirit does as we get to the end of the session for tonight.
But I'm scared.
It's what we call in the business a cliffhanger. So I believe it's 2 weeks from now we're playing.
I have to wait 2 weeks?
You have to wait 2 weeks to find out what the Blood Spirit's going to do, what this new spirit is all about, because it hasn't actually done anything yet. And does Mr. Bell make it out with the dagger?
Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it.
Probably roll a bunch of ones.
He's got a window. He could just reverse
Go out the same way he came in.
Yep.
We'll
the window back when you like come back.
So we'll halt there, and then I believe there's some announcements to be done and a drawing to be held before the end of the session. So Rem, if you want to take that away.
Yeah, so things happening. Okay, so first of all, let's deal with, this is your last chance to type in hashtag RemPC in the chat to enter to win the PDF of the core rulebook for Shadowrun. And you can also do last minute donations for the cast and crew at remalternus.com/nuyen. Every $5 gets you an extra entry to win every single week. You can also join our Patreon at patreon.com/remalternus. And Patreons get bonus entries too that like go super far and like come back every single week. So worth it.
You want to be a patron.
Yeah, and on Patreon, we are going to be releasing character creation sessions for each of these characters and more content as well. So I think that's all that news while Kender gets us our final tallies and winners. But in the meantime, next week, we are not going to be here with Shadowrun, but we will still be here with Rules of Cool and our new premiere of the One Shot Show, which is going to happen monthly, the second Thursday of each month. And we're going to play Misspent Youth, which is currently live on Kickstarter at remalternus.com/misspent-youth. And we are approaching 13,000 and our first stretch goal, which is really great. Please come help support. It's teen punk rebellion. It's a really fun game. We've been having a blast with it. Yeah, let's do, while we're, again, waiting for final news from Kender, Randy, why don't you plug your stuff?
Yeah, so I am doing a lot, but what is reoccurring right now is obviously this on Thursdays. I'm doing a show over on Nat 20 Productions channel, which is called Edge of Legend. So you can come check me out there. You can also watch Harbingers, which tomorrow's episode 2 of, which is this Savage Worlds game. You can follow all that and more if you follow me on Twitter at RollerRaja. That's RollerRaja.
Awesome. Jen, how about you? What do you do?
So I'm Jen, and I run the Geek Forge. And this week we released a collection of some very cool Asian and American and Pacific Island American comic artists and writers. We compiled this list last year, and it is now in one easy to read location for 30 days of awesome creative. And so we also have some exciting new products that we will be announcing soon with a launch party.
Awesome. Roland, how's Hawaii?
Oh, it's warm. I'm wearing this freaking long sleeve right now. It's not comfortable.
Oh no.
If you all watch Like Clockwork, you know that this is my favorite part where I say that I don't have anything going on. But on all of my social media, you can find me. I am the Foul-Mouthed Gentleman. That's Instagram, and on even old people Facebook. You can find me there too. If we ever do Like Clockwork on Sundays again, you will catch me there. Not sure if we're doing one-shots or what we're doing, but that's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. And Bob?
Well, I don't have anything myself new, but I will plug because the Shadowrun and Catalyst Game Labs Facebook pages dropped this earlier today. If you go to www.shadowrun6thworld.com, they've dropped a roadmap for the releases for the rest of this year. They dropped that just today. And there's a lot of really cool stuff on it.
I will say that Rem Alternus Productions may or may not be involved in at least one, if not more, of those projects. So that's all I can say right now.
Awesome.
But that's cool stuff. Awesome. All right. Well, we do have a winner. So our winner for the drawing is Eason, Mr. Vimes on Twitch. Congratulations. We'll get you that copy of your PDF. And our highest donor was unfortunately Hal, who sent me a thing he would like me to read. Let me find it. Hey, everyone. What is a Street Samurai's favorite browser?
What is it?
Chrome. I hate you, Hal, so much.
I liked it.
So much. I feel nauseated and dirty.
Breathe through it.
I'm gonna go take a shower after this.
Breathe through it.
Ugh. Kendra Mage tried to drop another one in, but not.
Yeah, this is. I believe this is a proxy for Colin/Voodoo Goth.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Why don't I'll read it.
Oh,
I
perfect.
love that. So, I bought a record that was supposed to be audio of Wasp Nest, but it didn't sound like that at all. Turns out I was playing the B side.
That's great.
You can always count on Kendra Mage to spice things up.
Yeah. Thanks for that. And thank you, Colin.
Gross. Well, thank you all. Also, very special shout out with our 1 minute left here to Teslan, who is our producer and tech. Thank you so much for making us all look good. But it's that time, so we will see you next week for Misspent Youth. Bye, everyone.